Hi everyone, and welcome to Against the Storm, which is coming out on Steam on the 1st of November. And to say this is a city building type game is like saying nothing. It's more of a colony building, base building type game, but it's the best damn game of this type that I played at least in the past 10 years, maybe 20 years. It's actually more of a roguelike city building type game. It's really hard to compare this game to anything else, because it's pretty damn unique. And in this video, I will show you how the game works. I will do my best to explain the mechanics. There is a bit of a learning curve to this game, but once you get past this learning curve, it's a ton of fun. I will fight anyone who doesn't agree that this is the best damn game in this genre in the past decade. It's just that good in my opinion. So, I will actually create a brand new profile so that you will see the game exactly as you would see it if you started to play yourself today or tomorrow. Because I do already have probably like 60 hours in this game, so I have a lot of things unlocked. Again, we will just start a brand new profile and play this profile right here, from the start. I will rename it to tutorial or whatever. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so the game does have a tutorial which explains like the mega basics, but I skipped it because I'd rather explain everything in my own words and my own way. There is also a very good atlas in here which explains all kinds of game mechanics. So you can read about anything you're unsure about. It has every single building in here. It has cornerstones, which are bonuses you will be getting. It has traders, species, factions. It's pretty damn good. I never felt the need to alt-tab out of the game to seek some information outside of the game. It's all here. And it's also very convenient to access, as you will see. We'll get to that in just a few minutes. And I like this because I play a lot of Civ, and I'm probably a little bit spoiled with how good Civilopedia has always been. And the fact you can, let's say, right-click on a unit anytime you want to look at it in Civilopedia. You can do something similar here and more. Anyway, this is the world map. This is where you will be deciding where to start your settlement. There are different types of terrain, and there are also special points of interest that will give you various bonuses if you start the settlement right next to them. For example, this one has Fertile Grounds modifier, which will give you increased chance of including fertile soil. So I could start a settlement, let's say, right here. This one is Royal Woodlands, this one is Scarlet Orchard. And you can see some icons on the left. If I click here, you can check exactly what they mean. So wood cutting is way easier, woodcutter's camp production is 15% quicker, wood is pretty damn important by the way. And this one, fuel burns 25% longer, that's also pretty important. And obviously we have fertile grounds. So there are a few things going on here that you should probably pay attention to. First of all, we have the Caravan tab. This is where you choose how you want to start, what types of populations you will have when you start, and what resources you will bring with you. We will talk about the differences between these races once we start playing. But we can go for the first one, get some beavers and lizard people. We also have a summary right here. So there are 4 different difficulties at the start. However, once you win your first game on Viceroy, it unlocks prestige levels, and there are like 18 of them right now, might be even more in the future, which make the game progressively harder. They get hard enough so that you really need to min-max the game and really know what you're doing to have a chance. So there are a lot of different difficulties for everyone. You can play this game in a very chilled out way, or you can get a challenge where you really have to min-max and know what you're doing. We'll play on Veteran because that will make all of the mechanics active, and I can handle Veteran just fine. So then we have Summary tab, which tells you the difficulty. You can see the exact effect of that difficulty over here on the tooltip. We have the map size, we have info how much soil there will be, fertile soil that is, and we can also see the length. This will make more sense once we start playing. And then we can also see the rewards. So I would get 64 food stockpiles and get 140 experience. And what that means, I will show you what exactly that means. If I go into the city here, the Smoldering city, this is where meta progression is found. So food stockpiles and also machinery and artifacts are used to get these upgrades right here. It's a pretty big upgrade tree. I already have most of it on my main profile. And for example, at level 2, we can get a permanent minus 2% to the speed at which Queen's Impatience grows, and a plus 10% more Citadel resources whenever you finish a settlement. Here we can get new embark bonuses, so that means you can bring stone and clay with you, and another bonus, plus 2% to burning duration for all types of fuel, and eventually you just straight up unlock new things. So here we would increase the Cornerstone pool. Cornerstones are like a permanent bonus your settlement gets, and it's a pretty powerful one that can often define your strategy. Here we would enable advanced controls for what is being consumed in our settlement, so this unlocks an entire new screen where you can control who's going to eat what and who's not going to eat, plus an embark point. There's all kinds of stuff here. Eventually you even unlock certain new buildings here, like for example a field kitchen over here. Again, there's all kinds of stuff that you unlock here. This is where the meta progression is. Then we got the deeds, which are basically like achievements, and they do give you experience. Not all of them, some of them unlock different things. Like for example, this unlocks what's technically a building, but not really. You'll see what this is once we start playing. But the point is, it's not always experience. Sometimes you unlock a cornerstone like this one, for example. Sometimes you unlock an embark bonus. But these are things you can do. Again, it's basically achievements. Here you can see there's a deed to win a game on Prestige 16 difficulty or higher. Prestige 18, 19, 20. Yeah, so there are more than 18 now, there are at least 20. Okay, so that's the meta progression. I think we can get started now. So we can do Scarlet Orchard. Royal Woodlands are quite nice because of... where is it? Right here. Because of this. Trees give more wood. And again, wood is pretty important. But ultimately it doesn't matter that much which biome we play on. We can do Scarlet Orchard, is fine. Woodcutter's production is 15% quicker. Yeah, we can do that. What pops were there available here? Basically the same. We also have the marshlands right here, for example. So the marshlands have giant organisms. Again, this will make more sense when you play the game more. There's Coral Forest. There are some biomes that aren't showing up here yet. So, this one is actually quite nice, because each type of tree will give you distinct bonus resources. But yeah, we'll do Scarlet Orchard. And we'll play Veteran. So, then you can pick your embark bonus. Eventually, this list will get bigger, and you will get more embark points. And at the start, I can just choose to get some roots, some eggs, or some wood. So we'll get some extra wood. Alright, let's get started. So, there's a lot going on the UI, and there are a few important things you need to know here. First of all, when you start a new settlement, you will get this list of forest mysteries. So these are bonuses that will affect your settlement, or rather penalties for the most part. The first one will be a positive effect. There are different seasons in the game. So this is mostly an effect, a positive effect you will get during the drizzle season. It says it right there on the tooltip. It's active only during the drizzle season. And there are all kinds of effects here. This is not even remotely close to the same every time. So this one, villagers with this effect have +1 to resolve. The resolve bonus multiplies every 60 seconds. And is active from Hostility 0, which means it's always going to be active. And to gain this bonus, you have to fulfill the following need. Complex food ×2. So if you provide your people with complex food, they will get this bonus. More resolve, basically. I'll explain all this in just a moment. So then we have a bunch of penalties here. So these are active during the storm season, and there's usually a hostility requirement. Again, I'll talk about all that in a moment. There are quite a few things to talk about, so I'll take it slow. I might be pausing quite a bit, a lot more than I normally would. So the Rampaging Storm stifles the spirit of all living creatures. An additional stack of this effect is added for each hostility level. So basically you get a global resolve penalty for each hostility level. This can tank your resolve pretty quickly at high hostility. Then we have Creeping Shadows. This one is active from Hostility 1. So at the start this will not be active because we have Hostility 0. Discovering a glade during the storm season will decrease global resolve by -10 for 3 minutes. This one is pretty bad. This one means you do not want to discover glades during the storm season. I know some of the things I'm saying might not make much sense, but they will. Then we have Absorption. Blightrot cysts consume the storm's energy and become more resilient. Burning cysts takes 5 seconds longer. I know none of that makes sense, but again, it will later. The Rampaging Storm stifles the spirit of all living creatures, -20 to global resolve. So from Hostility 5, you will get a straight up -20 to global resolve during the storm season. That's pretty bad. And then we have Eerie Song. To prevent it, fulfill the following needs, services. Villagers with this effect have a +5% chance to perish every 15 seconds. So your people will literally have a +5% chance to die every 15 seconds. If your hostility is above 5 and you didn't fulfill their services need. This one is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So, alright, let's close this window and then we'll take a look around, explain a few things. So, in order to win in this game, to win a settlement, you need to fill this bar. This bar is reputation. Once you fill it, that's it, you win. And you get reputation through various different means. So there are orders, which will show up pretty soon. They are not there yet, but they will be. That's one of the main ways to get reputation. You do certain things, deliver them, and then you get reputation. You can also get reputation from certain objects on the map that you can interact with, mostly caches that you can open with tools, and one of the options there is to get reputation. And finally, another way to get reputation is to make your people happy. If I hover over this bar, it says +0 per minute from high resolve. If your resolve is high, which is basically like happiness, then you will slowly get reputation over time, as long as you maintain high resolve. So these are the main ways to get reputation. And reputation is not only how you win the game, but it's also how you unlock buildings. The blue like pips right here on this blue bar indicate when you get a blueprint reward. And the blueprint rewards are, again, basically buildings that you unlock. And they will have different set of buildings in every single game, every single settlement. There are quite a few things that are randomized in every single settlement you play. That's what makes this game so good. There's just enough randomization to make you want to play that another settlement. It's like wanting to play one more turn in Civ. But here it's one more town. One more settlement. You just want to keep going. So here are the blueprints we were offered. And eventually, once you level up your profile, you get an option to reroll these. Right now, I do not have the option to reroll because I started a brand new profile, so that you will see the game exactly as you will see it right from the start yourself. So I have to pick one of these. I do not have an option to reroll. We have Kiln, Lumber Mill, and the Brickyard. So there are a few things that you have to know here. It tells you what each of these buildings can produce. So the Kiln can produce coal, bricks, and jerky. The stars next to each of these resources indicate the resource efficiency of production of that resource. So 3 stars is the max, and this basically means you will get more coal for wood you burn. So in this case, I can use up 10 wood and I will get 5 coal. A less efficient building would get less coal for the same amount of wood. Here we have 1 star for bricks, so I can use 4 clay and get 2 bricks. You can also use more than one type of resource as input for many buildings. So for example, in order to get bricks, I can use either clay or stone. Some biomes only have clay and other biomes only have stone. And then we have jerky. I need insects or meat as input, and then I need wood or coal or sea marrow or oil. And then I get the jerky out of that. And you can click this magnifying glass icon to enter the atlas and look at that building anytime you want. So this is really nice. I really like that. These are the resources required to just build this yourself. There's also specialization bonus. Again, we'll talk about all this in just a moment. So yeah, we have Kiln, Lumber Mill, and the Brickyard. All 3 of these are quite useful. So I would get all 3 if I could. However, I cannot get all 3. I have to pick just one of them. So Lumber Mill is pretty important because you will be using a lot of planks. And the Lumber Mill is by far the most efficient building at producing planks. It's like way more efficient than some of the alternatives. And I mean way more. Bricks are also fairly important. They aren't used as much as planks, but they are obviously used. Pottery is mostly used. Well, you'll see. I don't want to overload you with information too much. So I think we'll take the Kiln. Because the Kiln is kind of a multi-purpose building. And technically you could say the same about the other 2, but what I mean is, you can use the Kiln to get coal, which gives you fuel for your hearth. You can use it to get bricks to build things. And you can also make some food in it. As in complex food. There's a difference. So we'll take the Kiln. The Kiln is actually pretty nice. I like having it. That way I don't really have to worry about coal or anything like that. Then the next one, we got Provisioner, Smokehouse, and Weaver. Yeah, so here the Smokehouse also has jerky. There's one more thing on this tooltip I didn't mention. You have the current best list. So the plus icon means that you do not have any way of producing these things. So I have no way to produce training gear or pack of trade goods, which is why there's a plus icon next to them. This will be entirely new production for me. I do have a way to produce pack of provisions, but very inefficiently, with one of the super basic buildings you always have. Which is why there's this weird red icon, not even a star. It's worse than 1 star efficiency. It's really bad. And since I just picked up the Kiln, you can see that I do have 1 star jerky production. That's from the Kiln. That's why it shows it here. And this green up arrow means that this is obviously better. So these are my options here. I might grab the Provisioner here. So flour can be used for some complex foods. And while I could get a more efficient jerky production, I have some jerky production already, so that's good enough. Training gear is useful, but quite a bit later, so I don't really need that at the moment. Fabric will also be useful, but not necessarily right at the start. We'll just get the provisioner. And packs of provisions are actually used for trade, although I think you might have to unlock trade through the profile. I don't even remember if it was available right from the start. I've been playing this game for a while. And then we have herb garden, small farm and plantation. Okay, so these are nice. So all three of these can be used to produce things from fertile soil. All three of these buildings have to be built next to fertile soil, which I don't have any, I have to find it first, but I'm sure we'll find some of it somewhere. And all three of them are useful for different things. There's no like obvious answer here, which one is the best. Sometimes one of them might be the best in a certain biome, but for our purposes right now, there isn't a massive difference in which one is more useful. So plant fiber, for example, can be used for fabric production. We can just get a plantation, I guess that's fine. Okay, plantation is fine. Okay, so that's all the buildings I picked up for now. There's also another way you can access information about your buildings. You can open this recipes tab up here. You can do that anytime you want, and there are a bunch of filters here. I can click food, and I will see that I have a kiln here, and I can see what it produces. I can change things. I can see what inputs it has. I can put in a production limit. I can also show like everything, or I can just show the stuff I have. I can also use the search here. So if I have a lot of stuff unlocked, I can just type in jerky, and that's what it will show me. If I delete that, I can just type in jerky. I can click show all. So here you will see all of the alternatives. What else you can use to get jerky, and how much difference it makes. So for example, here we have a butcher, which is a 2-star, 5 insects or meat result in 10 jerky, and 5 wood. So wood is always the same amount, but the amount of insects change. Smokehouse, which is a 3-star, only requires 4 meat or 4 insects, and then 5 wood, 1 coal, etc. And you get 10 jerky out of that. So you can access this information anytime you want. It's very nice and very convenient. I like it a lot. Like I said, I have like 60 hours in this game, and I never had to alt-tab out of the game to look for some information, ever. Not even once. It's a bit of a pet peeve of mine, I don't like having to do it. And don't get me wrong, I have 3 monitors, so I could do it. But I don't want to. I like when all the information is included in the game. So I'm a big fan of the game giving you all this info. Okay, so we haven't even unpaused. This is where you have game speed. I like to play on ×2 or ×3. And then just pause when I have to do something. Alright, so a few more things. Here we have a red bar, which is Queen's Impatience. This is how you lose the game. And the Queen's Impatience will generally go up over time. There are certain things that can increase it or decrease it. We'll get to that when we get there. But generally speaking, it goes up over time and you lose when it fills the entire bar. And you can read information about like all of these mechanics in here. Like all of the game concepts, mechanics are explained right here. So we can read about like all of them. You have all the cornerstones, which are like bonuses we'll get to soon. All the buildings, like it's all here. It's all here. So here's our Hearth, which is like basically the center of our colony. And you have to keep burning fuel at the Hearth so that it doesn't run out. and you do have to have at least one person assigned to it. Right now, depending on which race I assign, I can get a different bonus. I can get +5 to resolve for this specific worker, or I can get 20% slower fuel consumption. So we'll go for +5 resolve for this worker. And you can also exclude certain types of fuel here. If you have, let's say, limited amount of oil and you don't want to use it as fuel, you can just unclick this and it will not be used. Furthermore, you can also sacrifice a resource to get a temporary bonus. So I can sacrifice 40 wood per minute to reduce hostility. We'll talk about hostility in just a second. I can sacrifice coal to reduce hostility by 80. And I did unlock the kiln, so I will have easy access to coal. Sea marrow, sacrifice oil. So these two are different bonuses. Sea marrow gives you a working speed bonus, and the oil gives you production speed bonus. And they can stack up to 3 times, but this does burn a significant amount of resources. You can't really have this running at all times. You can if you have like a ton of production of this resource. Then there are upgrade requirements. So I need to have at least 8 villagers, and I need to build a bunch of decorations around the Hearth to upgrade the hub level. So there are a few other things here. We'll talk about Blightrot a little bit later. What else? So right now we have drizzle season for the next 4 minutes. And then, there's hostility of the forest. So this is one of the more important mechanics of the game. Hostility of the forest goes up depending on your actions. So it goes up for each glade you open. It also goes up with time. That's the years line over there. It goes up from your villagers, and it goes up from your woodcutters. So when I assign woodcutters, they will increase hostility of the forest. The forest doesn't like when you chop it down. And the higher the hostility is, the harder things will get. That was these penalties right here that we talked about. Once I get to hostility level 1, then I will get -10 global resolve if I discover a glade during the storm season. And with each level of hostility, I will get -4 to global resolve. And if resolve goes below 0, your people can start leaving. They will not leave immediately, so you can have it at 0 for a little bit of time. Sometimes you might even get it to below 0 deliberately. But if it's below 0 for too long, they will in fact start leaving. Alright, what else? These are the resources I currently have. So there are different categories. There's fuel. So I can keep an eye on my fuel here, for example. And you also can see all of your active bonuses right now at the bottom left of the screen. So if you pick up some bonus and you don't remember what it was, you want to check the level of the bonus that's active, you can see it right here. And this includes all of the bonuses. So for example, like this guy gives me +1 to global resolve. That's the bottom bonus right here. If I remove him, then that icon will disappear right there. I reassign him and it's here again. So these are all of the bonuses regardless of their sources. Okay, I think we finished talking about the UI for now. Now, you can build things down here. We'll get to that in just a second. There are roads in this game. So roads in this game are a little bit weird. This can maybe trip you up a little bit the first time you start playing this game. You don't actually need roads. You don't need roads to get anywhere at all. They just make your villagers faster. That's it. And the basic road does not cost any resources whatsoever. You can build it for free. You still have to actually physically build it. Your people need to go there and actually build it. But it doesn't cost anything. I always like to build my roads around my storage building and my hearth, because you'll be walking around these buildings a lot. This is our main storage, where everything is stored, as you might have guessed. And this is our hearth. So let's talk about the populations. because there are a few important informations here. So there are several different species in this game, and they are all good or bad at certain things. First of all, we have these icons here. This is our total population of this type. So we have 4 beavers at the moment. This is how many of them are not doing anything right now. So we have 4 free workers right now, not doing anything. And how many are homeless? I haven't built any homes yet, so all of them are homeless. Then we have this list over here. So this is the list of their needs. These are the things that will make them happier. So first, they want to have shelter. Everyone wants to have shelter. Then every type of pop will have their own specialized housing, which will make them even happier. So beaver housing, lizard housing. We have to unlock this as we go. We do not have this at the start. And obviously beaver housing will cost you more resources than the most basic shelter type. And then they will all have certain types of complex foods, but they will be different. So for example, the lizard people will eat jerky, which we can make at the kiln, and the skewers. The beavers will eat biscuits and pickled goods. Then we have services. Well, then we have clothing for some of them. So beavers want coats, clothing. Lizard people do not care about that at all. Like, it's not a thing that exists on their list. And then we have services. Each population type will have certain types of services that they will want. So beavers want leisure, education, and luxury. We'll get to how you get that later. You get that through buildings. And the lizard people want brawling. This is what the training gear is used for, by the way. You can use training gear in a tavern, clan hall, or explorer's lodge, and that will provide brawling service to lizards. So that's how you get it. And then we have religion. So right now I don't have any shared service between these two pops, but we will get a third one a little bit later. You always get 3, so we will get a third one eventually, and some things will be shared for sure. Then you have this option here, which you can use to favor this specific species. It will give them a +5 resolve bonus and a -5 resolve penalty to everyone else. So you can use this if one pop type is like below 0 by a little bit, but everyone else is well above 0 to balance it out. And this is the summary. So we can see like the current combined effects that are active. We have +2 for lizards, and we can see where the +2 is coming from, right here, and what the maximum bonus is. So, okay, I think that sums up the UI. We can actually kind of start playing. So the first thing you want to do is build at least 1 woodcutter, possibly 2, and there are strategies that involve building 3 woodcutters, which is pretty much the max we can have at the start, right at the start. And one of the most important things to do in this game is to explore these glades. There are a few different types of glades. There are these small ones. There are no consequences whatsoever for opening them. Well, other than increasing hostility of the forest. And if you open them during storm season, when you have creeping shadows, etc. What I mean is that there are no glade-specific consequences like with these. So these are dangerous glades. They usually have better rewards, but they will always contain some kind of threat. It's basically going to be like a building type thing that you will be able to interact with, and you will have to do something with it to prevent the threat. And there are different types of threats. There's often like a continuous penalty you get. There's sometimes a one-time like event that will happen after, let's say, 20 minutes. So you get a timer, and if you don't deal with it, by the time the timer goes to 0, something bad happens. Like it can kill everyone within 20 tiles. Or whatever this game uses. Don't remember if it was tiles or something in certain radius. So that's what this is. And then there's a Forbidden Glade. And there should be one somewhere. Yeah, right here. So this one is an even bigger threat. So there are threats specific to Forbidden Glades, but the rewards are also better. And Forbidden Glades are usually like much further away, and typically there are no more than like 3-4. There are special types of modifiers for like the settlement, where you can have every single glade be a Forbidden Glade. That can happen. You can also have every single glade be a Dangerous Glade. There are all kinds of things. So that's what this is. Right at the start we want to open a few of these, because we'll find some kinds of resources we'll be able to do something with. Speaking of which, we have a root deposit over here, for example, and we can see that in order to work that root deposit, we can build a scavenger's camp. So I can actually click right here, and I will be able to build a scavenger's camp like that, or I can pick it myself from my list. So scavenger camp is right here, I can pick it myself, or I can click here. Then we also have a reed field over here, which we could work with harvester's camp. And from the reed field we would get reeds, obviously, as you might imagine. And we would have a 20% chance to get roots, and a 20% chance to get clay. So speaking of which, I can check what exactly reed will be good for. If I go here, type in reed, click show all. Well, if I don't click show all, you can see what you can use it for right now. So you can use it in a crude workstation to make fabric. 6 reed would make 2 fabric. If I click show all, you will see every single building, including buildings that you haven't unlocked yet. But every single building and what reed can be used for in that building. So for example, in a cooperage, I can use reed as an input right here, combined with stone, crystallized dough, or copper bars, and make training gear. And the training gear can be used to deliver one of the needs for lizard people, one of the services. That was brawling. So this is what the training gear is used for. So all of this information is available right here. When you first start playing the game, and like you see something like this. Okay, cool, so I can get roots. What exactly can I use roots for? What exactly can I use reeds for? You go to this recipes panel, you type in roots, you switch this to ingredient, and you can see everything you can use it for. I can see that right now I can use it for pack of crops or for flour. If I click show all, there are a lot of things I can use reeds for, roots. I can use it for incense, which is used for religion service. I can use it for biscuits, and beavers eat biscuits. Well, that's not entirely accurate. Any population will eat any food. So it's not that lizard people will not eat biscuits. They will also eat biscuits. It's just that eating biscuits will make beavers happy. Because we have basic types of foods right now, so they will still eat stuff. Right here, we have food. We have mushrooms, we have roots, and we have eggs. And the roots are a food source. They can be used to make more complex food, but people will eat roots. It's just that eating roots will have no effect on their mood. It won't increase their resolve, it won't make them happier. They'll just eat it because, they have to eat something. But yeah, I really like that you can just check what's used for what, anytime you want, in this recipe panel. I use this recipe panel a lot. Despite the fact I have like 60 hours in this game, I don't remember every single detail. So you can look it up anytime you want. Okay, so let's build a woodcutter's camp. We will build a few woodcutter's camps. Let's see, it doesn't really matter which direction I go in. Well, ultimately everything has to be brought back into our storage. So we will build it somewhere over here. And by the way, you generally want this arrow to point like towards the forest, because they will not bring the wood back to the storage until they get a certain amount in the woodcutter's camp. You can tell them manually to bring back the wood earlier, before like the woodcutter's camp storage is full, but normally they won't until it's actually full. And then somebody actually like has to go there and do it. But the reason you wanted this to point towards the forest is because like they will leave the building to cut down the trees, then bring back some wood back into the building, then go out again, etc. Right, we'll build more than one. So we can build another woodcutter's camp, let's say down here. And also, you can move these buildings anytime you want. So if you're like, oh shit, that's not where I wanted to put it, you can just click move here or press M on your keyboard and move it for free. Now, not every single building can be moved for free. Some buildings cannot be moved at all. You cannot move your main storage, you cannot move your hearth. But generally speaking, any building that you can build, with some exceptions, can be moved. There are some other exceptions of certain things that can prevent buildings from being moved, but let's not go that far just yet. Generally speaking, you can either move a building for free or very cheap. If it's not free, it will say so over here. Okay, so I could build a third woodcutter's camp if I wanted, or I could start gathering these roots, for example. So I can build scavenger's camp, which can be used to gather eggs or roots. So I could do that. You can also see what kinds of resources are in this particular biome if you press escape. So you will see that you can get copper ore, resin and plant fiber from the trees. And these are the natural resources that can be found on this map, in this biome. So this biome will have stone, but it will not have clay. This is important because there are certain things that need specifically stone or specifically clay. I think a good example of something that's much easier with stone is actually training gear, if I'm not mistaken. So if I look up training gear, I need a space in there. Or just training. Yeah, so if I look up training gear, for training gear specifically, I need stone or crystallized dough or copper bars. Now, crystallized dough and copper bars are not as easy to get as stone, but I cannot use clay for training gear. I have to use stone specifically, and if I don't have stone, I have to use crystallized dough or copper bars. So in this biome, where you do have stone, training gear is pretty easy to get. It's a little bit harder if you don't have stone, but it's very, very easy to make if you have stone. It's super easy. Stone and planks are insanely easy to get. So as long as I get a building that can make training gear, and then a service building that can deliver brawling service, I can fulfill this need pretty easily later on. Anyway, so let's maybe build... Again, we can build a scavenger's camp. So right here, to get these roots. These roots will also like block the way for my buildings, so I can't build things on top of them. I have to like harvest them myself. So they have 15 charges here, 15 charges each. We'll also get 20% chance to get herbs. Alright, so let's speed up and actually finish building something first. Like these camps. And then we'll talk about a few things. Okay, so now there's one more thing that's important for your population. Each species has a specialization and they have things they like. So if I hover over beavers, they are gifted woodworkers and enjoy engineering. Now, these two things have different consequences. So because beavers enjoy woodcutting, as it says right here, or rather they are gifted woodworkers, this building has a woodworking specialization bonus. So if I assign a beaver here, he will have plus 10% chance to produce twice as much. This is a massive bonus. Plus 10% chance to produce twice as much is huge over the course of the entire game. So that's one of the reasons why beavers are nice to have at the start. You will be able to cut trees faster and easier. So I can assign 3 of them here. And then they enjoy engineering. That means that if you assign them to a building with engineering, they will get a resolve bonus because they enjoy doing that. They will not get a productivity bonus. They will not get this bonus where they produce twice as much with engineering. They just enjoy engineering. So they will get higher resolve if you put them there. And here we got lizards. They are gifted with animals and meat production. So this will work for jerky. If I look at my kiln here, you can also right-click on the building here. So if you open this list, just like in Civ, you can right-click on the building and you will go into the atlas. And you can see that this building has warmth specialization bonus, which is basically, yeah, this bonus down here. They prefer to work in warm environments due to their cold-blooded nature. So they enjoy doing that. They will not get a productivity bonus, but they will get a resolve bonus if I put them in the kiln. I think a butcher is a building that will give them a productivity bonus. So if I find a butcher here, I actually haven't unlocked the butcher yet, so it will not even be listed on this building list. But you get the point. It's two different types of bonuses, not to be confused with each other. The productivity bonus and the things they actually enjoy. So that's something to note, because it's pretty damn important. Alright, I can also mark which trees I want to be chopped. So if I look at this tooltip here, you can hold shift to get a smaller marker, and you can hold alt to exclude the trees on the edges of glades. So if you want to get as close to the glade as possible, but not quite get there, like you don't quite want to unlock the glade yet, because for example it's storm season, and you do not want to get this resolve penalty, right? But there are all kinds of reasons why you might not want to unlock it. Maybe you're not prepared to deal with the threat. But again, you want to be able to do it as quickly as possible once you decide to do it. So I can do it like this, hold Alt, and just get as close as possible. So that's what we'll do. And then we have the other buildings. We can open this up right away, for example. That's also fine. So I don't quite have enough beavers to put in here. I will just put lizard people, and they will get no bonus here, no penalty, no nothing. They don't care. Scavengers camp. Okay. Now, if I assign every single person to doing something, they will no longer build roads or other buildings or carry stuff. You need to have somebody idle for other jobs. Otherwise, they will not do those jobs, literally ever. Okay, so here you can see the storage of this building. So produced goods. I can tell them to force a delivery right now, if I'm in a huge rush, but if I want, they will not do it. Same thing here. We have 3 wood and 1 copper ore. Right now I have no idle person, by the way. And I should build some houses, because they are all homeless. We have shelter here, which uses wood. So I can place a bunch of shelters right here. And we don't have 2 idle workers, so they will handle it. Now we get to pick a cornerstone. By the way, there's a lot to discuss in this game. I might make a mistake here or there, but I'll try not to. I might definitely miss something. There's just a lot to talk about. I'm doing my best to explain everything. Everything that matters early on. Okay, so these are cornerstone bonuses. These are very important bonuses which can often define your strategy. Some of them are pretty simple, but they can be deceptively simple. Like +1 production yields to all packs of goods is really nice. Goods are used for orders, which we will get to soon enough. And +1 is pretty big, take my word for it. We can also pick crowded caravan, which means we will get additional villagers with each newcomer group. This is nice early on, because it will allow you to maximize the use. So I might pick this. They are both nice. Both of these are nice. Eventually, you will get an option to reroll. You will also get more than 2 choices from this list. Same with the blueprints. You can get 4 blueprints to choose from instead of 3. You can get more cornerstones, but you have to unlock that through profile level and such. Yeah, so both of these are nice. It doesn't really matter that much which I pick. The usefulness of export specialization will depend on the orders we get. And we can already pick up some orders. So let me show you orders. This is a pretty important part of the game. This is one of the main ways to get reputation, through orders. So additional orders will unlock as we go on. Right now, I have 3 options to pick an order. So when I click this pick button right here, I will get 2 options. Eventually, you can also get a 3rd one and such. So this tells you what you will have to do. So for trading post here, I would have to build a trading post and then get 5 amber. Amber is basically like a currency type thing. You can sell things and get amber for it. There are other ways to get amber as well, but that's basically what it is. You also use it to buy things at the trading post. And I would be rewarded with 20 biscuits, 5 parts, which are used for a lot of buildings, and 6 simple tools. Tools are pretty important. They can be used to open caches, and caches are another way to also potentially get reputation. And I will get 1 reputation for both of these. You always get reputation for this. Unless there's like a special condition for your entire settlement, but normally you always get 1 reputation for these. And then we have 3 packs. So this is where that cornerstone would come in handy. If I make 2 packs of building materials, 2 packs of crops and 2 packs of provisions, I would be rewarded with +1 to all grain production, +1 to all fabric production, and 4 parts. So that is pretty nice. I might actually get this one. So I can get this one, and I can pick up +1 production to packs to synergize with that. And now that I have +1 to production of packs, I can try to prioritize packs. Now, once you click pick, you can back out, so you don't have to finish picking. You can leave this open and decide later. Like, you can wait for another cornerstone unlock, because cornerstone unlocks happen regularly. So you can just wait. However, once you initiate this process of picking an order, you cannot pick another one. So this is grayed out, because I haven't finished picking this one. You have to finish picking this one before you're allowed to pick another. So, exploration, clearing glades. If I cut through the forest to discover 4 glades, I will be rewarded with extra carrying capacity for my workers. So workers assigned to glade events will carry 5 more items at once, 10 bricks, and 10 planks, and obviously reputation. For the other one, if I solve any to glade events, so this has to be on these types of glades, the Dangerous Glade or Forbidden Glade. The small ones sometimes do have an event, but that's pretty rare. These ones will always have an event that you can resolve, always. So that's what this is, solve any to glade events. And 3 packs of building materials. And we would be rewarded with 30 jerky, 3 parts, and a group of 4 villagers. So let's go with this one. Solving 2 glade events won't be very hard. And then for our 3rd one, we would have to build a plantation, which we did unlock, I believe, right here, because you do not start with that as default. Gather 25 berries and 25 plant fiber. So basically use the plantation. And we would be rewarded with permanent +1 to berries production, 30 vegetables, and a group of 2 villagers. This one would require me to keep lizards resolve above 13 for 30 seconds. This is where prioritizing this population comes in handy. I can give them a +5 bonus if I'm close enough to 13. And we would be rewarded with 2 lizards joining our settlement, 30 meat, and 30 parts. So let's go with the plantation here, because I already unlocked that, and a permanent production bonus is nice. So now I picked all 3, I can sort of start working on them. We will start working on them soon. And when you turn in an order, Queen's Impatience will go down by 1, basically. So you don't want to turn in the order when it's at 0.5 or literally 0, because you will basically waste impatience reduction. I mean, you can do it if you're confident it won't matter, but you are technically wasting, like, impatience reduction, just saying. Okay, so we opened up this glade right here. So you can hover over this notification here, which gives you an aggregated list of what this particular glade has. So we have Sea Marrow, which is right here. We have several deposits. So we have 4 deposits here, yeah, with 20 charges each. So this one was kind of hidden by the trees. We have a small encampment. So this will count as an event you can solve. And we have fertile soil. We have 9 fertile soil right here. Some of it is blocked by the trees, as far as I can tell. So I can build a plantation next to the fertile soil, because otherwise it will do nothing. So here's the small encampment. I can use the small encampment to get amber, which is, again, kind of like the currency of this game, that I can use to buy things, or I can get 2 new people to join my settlement. I think I'll get amber, because we will get 6 new villagers from fulfilling these 2 orders right here. So let's actually get amber. I do have to use some gods. Here you can see the list. I can use any one of these, but I do have to use 1. Since we are gathering our own roots already, I think it makes sense to use roots. Because I do have mushrooms, for example. These are the mushrooms we brought with our caravan. So we won't get more until we start gathering more somewhere. So let's get roots. And I do have to actually assign people here. So if I assign both of them, nobody will be like building the buildings or the roads, because nobody is idle. You don't have to like click on what are the rewards you want. Then you click investigate, and then they have to physically get there, and then the timer will start moving. Not only they have to physically get there, they have to physically carry the actual roots into the building. So the further away it is, the longer it will take. Now I can unassign one of the woodcutters, for example, right here, so that they will finish building the shelters. So that way I will have at least 1 person idle, and that 1 person will finish the shelter. I do want the shelter up before the storm season. And now I can move my woodcutter's camp. For example, I can move it closer to here to make a little bit of extra space. Again, I can move woodcutter's camps for free. It costs me literally nothing to move them. It's completely free, and you should move them because it's a pretty important part of the game. We will open up this glade here. So the next season is just a clearance season, not storm season yet. However, if this next season was storm season, you need to be careful with your timing, because I'm already at Hostility 1. So if I opened up this glade right after the storm season started, I would trigger the -10 global resolve for 3 minutes. You don't want that. And I can already see I'm at 1 hostility. So I'm at 1 hostility because of the villagers, because I opened a glade, and because I'm getting +80 from the woodcutters. So one thing you can do to reduce your hostility is unassign woodcutters. And this is often a pretty good idea. There will be many situations where you'll want to unassign woodcutters. So here, if I unassign 1 woodcutter, my hostility will drop to 0, and I will gain 4 resolve because of this. Well, I mean, this is only active during the storm, but I will not get this effect. As in, it won't be as bad as it would have been at 1. And if I unassign them back up, okay, 2 of them, to get back to 1. There is also an effect of hostility itself, so we can see it over here. People grow more anxious, which gives you -2 to global resolve. So like dropping it to 0 would give me +2 to global resolve. If this was storm season, it would give me +6 because of looming darkness. Okay, yeah, that's a lot. There is a bit of an initial learning curve in this game, but once you understand the mechanics, it's all like pretty easy to understand what you're doing and why. And this is a super fun game. Like seriously, it's the best damn game of this type that I played in the past friggin' decade. I will fight anyone who says otherwise. Here, we opened up this glade, we have some stone deposits, we have one sea marrow deposit, and we have a copper vein right here. So this update right now actually had some new mine mechanics, where these resources will actually like deplete over time, but you can get higher levels of mines. Wait, where the heck is mine? Hold on. Oh, I might have to unlock the mine. But either way, this recent update had new mining mechanics, which I haven't seen yet. So maybe we'll get to that later. Right, again, so we need to make some packs, and we need to, see, we solved one glade event already, because this was a glade event down here. But this glade didn't have an event. Most small glades like this do not have an event, but sometimes you do get an encampment like this one, and this counts as an actual event. Okay, so I'm going to need, what, 5 packs of building materials? So they can be produced in a makeshift post. Makeshift post and crude workstation are like really crappy buildings that can be used to produce things that you're going to need a lot. So planks, fabric and bricks, you will need those a lot, but this is a super inefficient way of making them. And the makeshift post can be used to make packs of crops, packs of provisions, which are also used for trading, and packs of building materials right here. You can see just how inefficient packs of building materials are. There's not much point actually building this right now, because I'm not even making planks yet. I want to make crude workstation, so that I'll be able to make planks. So we'll just build a crude workstation here. We can build it right next to our storage right here. Another thing we want to build early on is actually a trading post. So I will build a trading post a little bit further away, and not that it matters that much, but I think I would like to build it like over here or so. Let's just remove all of this, make a little bit of space here, and we'll build the trading post down here. So now we have clearance, and the next storm is coming in 3 minutes, right here. So once the storm arrives, looming darkness will become active. And because this is not the drizzle season anymore, euphoric vapors are not active. Not that I was taking advantage of this, because I was not fulfilling any complex food needs. So this was doing nothing, but now it's just straight up inactive. And since we are at hostility level 1, creeping shadows will also be active. Again, unless I just unassign some people from woodcutters camps and drop it to 0. Then looming darkness or other creeping shadows will not be active. Now I probably don't really want to open this. I did exclude it, I'm pretty sure, but let's just make sure. One other thing you can do is click avoid opening glades. And also cut only marked trees. I like to enable this, so that you don't cut something you don't want to cut by accident. And while there is an option to avoid opening glades, you have to remember to uncheck it again once you want to open them. It can be a better idea to just use this alt order to not quite cut enough trees to open that up. Now I think what I'm going to do is just cut a bunch of trees close to my storage here to make some space for buildings. So we can just keep cutting this stuff over here, make space right behind the storage. So there's the crude workstation. I can assign some people here and start making planks. I do not need fabric or bricks right now this moment. Not that I even have any input to make bricks. I do not have stone yet. I can get stone, but I don't have any yet. So, like, I can't make bricks one way or the other. But we'll start making some planks. It's not going to be very efficient, but I need some planks. And you can set a limit here. You can also set a global limit. You can override the global limit. There are all kinds of options here. If I go to recipes panel, and I want to see planks, well, I can just remove this. If I want to look for planks, I can set a production limit right here. This will apply to like every building you have producing planks. I can set them individually. I can set a global limit here, but tell one of my buildings to override it. So that's what these controls do. Okay, now I mostly need to wait to get some more population, because I could build a plantation right here, right now, but I don't quite have enough pop to work it. My people are busy with other things. But we will get new pops pretty soon, so don't worry about that too much. Okay, you go back to work for now. So, storm season is about to start right here. I will pause after it does. Yeah, so now we do have Creeping Shadows active, which means that, again, if I open a glade right now, I will get -10 global resolve for 3 minutes. And our lizard people are currently at 8. So this would drop them to -2. That's pretty bad. I definitely do not want to do that. Now I can unassign people here, and we'll drop to 0. So let's unassign them for now, and we can tell them to build a plantation. Now, you need to build more than just the plantation. Also, you need planks to build the plantation. As you can see right here, we technically don't have planks yet. We are just starting to make them. So we have 4 planks waiting inside the building, but we technically don't have any yet, because this just tells you how many you have in your actual storage. So until I move these to my storage, I cannot actually use them. I can click force delivery right now, but until they are delivered, you will technically have 0, which is why this tooltip says 0. So we'll build a plantation here, and on top of the plantation you also need to build actual farm fields. So right here. Some of them are blocked by the trees back here, so we probably want to cut the trees. There. We'll just cut this general area here. There's one person in here still, so he can do the work. I can also move one of the beavers to have 2 each, like so. That works. This is totally fine. So they will build a plantation, and the plantation does have a farming specialization bonus. However, I don't have any species that can take advantage of that bonus. So we will not be taking advantage of that. The storm will be over pretty soon. And once the storm is over, we'll get some new things, as you will see. So there's the plantation. I can assign the lizard people right away. Well, maybe not both of them. We need to finish building that farm field. Here, okay. So we get to pick some new pops. We have newcomers who want to join our village. So we can get a human, a beaver and a lizard person here, or 2 beavers and 1 lizard person. We would also get 9 codes, or 2 copper bars and 5 clay. So I will get the human because I want to show you the humans here. So here's a human, and the human has a farming bonus, which means I can put the human in here. And she will have plus 10% chance to produce twice as much. That is really nice combined with the plantation. And the humans, so other than human housing, obviously, humans will also eat jerky. So now I can make jerky to make both humans and the lizard people happy. Also biscuits, so now they share biscuits with the beavers. A pie, which is not shared with any, yeah, it's shared with lizards. Clothing, So they have need for clothing, same as beavers. They have need for leisure, also same as beavers. So if I could provide the leisure service, that would make both beavers and humans happy. And religion, which is shared with lizards. So that's humans. That's their needs right now. And I'll need one more shelter here. So let's build one right away. That'll do. I can build two, just kind of in advance, to future-proof, so to speak. We'll be working the plantation here, so this way we will slowly work on this botanist objective right here. This is just a matter of time now, I just need to wait. We don't need to solve one more Glade event, and we want to get started on the building materials sometime soon. So we will do all of these things, don't worry. Now you can probably see why getting a lumber mill could have also been a good decision. In fact, getting a lumber mill was probably a better decision in this particular case, because I could start making planks way more efficiently, and then I could use planks to make building materials. With that said, being able to get that kiln is pretty nice, because if I passed on the kiln, there's absolutely no guarantee whatsoever that I would be able to get the kiln later. None at all. There's also no guarantee I'll be able to get the lumber mill again. So here's our next cornerstone we can get. So this cornerstone option will disappear if you decide to unpause the game before choosing it. If you want to take, you must first give. +1 to wood production. Lose all stored fuel upon picking this cornerstone. So that's interesting. That is interesting. Right now I have 8 coal and 111 wood. And the deserted caravans. Global production is 50% faster, but the trading is unavailable. But let's get woodcutter sprayer. +1 to wood production is nice. So once I pick this, I will lose all of my wood and all of my coal, which means I lost 8 coal and 111 wood. 111 wood might seem like a lot, but trust me, it's not that much. And +1 to wood production bonus is pretty nice. With that said, because I lost all my fuel, I now have a warning that I'm low on fuel, which is why like this fuel level is dropping here. So we might want to assign people back up. They are still chopping here. Assign the beaver. Let's just chop this entire general area, I think. Let's open this glade back here. See if there's anything interesting in here. There might be an event. The chance is pretty low that there will be an event right here, but there might be. Now we have a notification that there are no more deposits nearby for our scavengers camp. There is nothing else I can gather with my scavengers camp right now, because this requires a stonecutter's camp. So I can just move it elsewhere, out of the way, and assign people. And yeah, we can just use it later. Now I could demolish it. I can use an option here to destroy it, and I would get 3 parts and 10 wood back. So I can do that. I can definitely do that. And then I could build Stonecutter's camp instead, which again uses 10 wood and 3 parts. So I'm actually going to do that. And then we'll build Stonecutter's camp. I could have both, but I just wanted to show you that you can destroy it and get your stuff back. So we'll build it right here. Okay, let's open this up real quick. How many planks do we have? We can check up here. Or just hover over the planks here. 14. Okay, new orders. Okay, let's build the makeshift post now, so that we can actually get started on building materials. Right here. And I believe we can finish one of the orders pretty soon. Here, we are getting some wood now. I will build a kiln, but not just yet. So, Stonecutter's camp, off you go. Now, I could tell them to just work on the stone if I uncheck the sea marrow and clay, they will only work on the stone. But I'm totally fine working on both. What do we have here? Dewberry Bush, Herb Node, and Copper Vein, so no event. That's fine. So for the bushes, I need Herbalist Camp. Alright. Now we probably just want to get rid of this forest right here. Just to make some space to build stuff. And later on I will open up one of the Dangerous Glades. I think we'll be ready to do that pretty soon. I should also build a trading post soon. So like right now. I think I'll just build it down here. Okay, we'll just build it down here. I like the trading post to be out of range of the Hearth. This range of the Hearth is important because all the houses needs to be in range of your Hearth. If you build shelter outside of this orange range, it will do nothing. It has to be in range. So you don't want to like waste this space. Okay, so there's the makeshift post. Let's maybe unassign one person here from the crude workstation. We can just have one person at the makeshift post. So because I have +1 bonus to all packs production, I will get 3 packs of building materials instead of 2. So that is actually pretty nice. And I need exactly 3. Then I still need one more event solved, but this is actually pretty damn big bonus. We can probably get 3 packs done pretty soon as well. We should be able to. I got eggs here that I can use for packs of provisions. Okay, so we can use eggs for that to make some provisions. And yeah, we do have roads, so we'll use roads for a pack of crops. And we can do all of that. Okay, let's actually do all of that. What were the rewards again? Plus on grain production, plus on fabric production, some parts, newcomers, okay. Let's check the new orders. So, 18 packs of crops, okay. 10 jerky. So 10 jerky would be pretty easy, because I have the kiln. And this would give me +1 jerky production, a group of 2 villagers, and 40 meat. So +1 jerky production is not that big of a deal, because the kiln already produces 10 at a time. It's not like the packs, where you produce 2 at a time, and then you get +1 bonus, which basically increases your production by 50%. With advanced farming here, we would get +25% to the amount of goods produced by the plantation, herb garden, and the small farm. So that is nice. And we will have a bit of an easier time doing this. Because we have an easier time making packs of crops. Okay, we'll do advanced farming. And for the next order, packs of luxury goods. So I haven't actually unlocked any buildings that I could use for luxury goods, but we do have a bonus to luxury good production. Have at least 10 beavers for 30 seconds. Keep beavers resolve above 24. I think I'll just keep working on packs. +1 to flower production, 15 amber for villagers. Now this is nice because if we do this, we would get the lumber mill. Which means I would unlock the lumber mill without having to use my blueprint unlock for it. Which is a pretty damn big deal. However, I would literally need to have at least 10 beavers to even be able to do this. Still, it's worth a shot. The lumber mill is really nice for planks. It's way better than our crappy building right now, because I only need 3 wood to make 2 planks, as opposed to needing 8 wood to make 2 planks. So it's way more efficient. We'll try to do the beaver population thing. For the lumber mill, specifically. Okay. Right, so let's actually start working on some of these orders. We can open up this glade here. So let's do that. Maybe we'll get lucky and actually find an event here. I'm not holding my breath, and it's not that likely to happen, but it could happen. Okay, we have the trading post, and the trader has arrived. So there are a few things you can do here. You can actually attack the trader, which, to be honest, I have never done. I have never actually done this, even though I played for like 60 hours now. So you can buy either a building unlock or a cornerstone from the traders. Eventually you will unlock more options down here. But yeah, I could use some amber to get this bonus here. Traders will arrive plus 15% quicker. I could use 15 amber to unlock a small farm. Or I could increase building storage capacity by 10. So I could actually unlock the farm. So in order to get amber, I can buy amber from him. I would need 5. And I can sell things. I don't exactly have a lot to sell. I can sell a part or two. They are needed for buildings and they are not easy to get, so I don't want to sell too many. But since I did get a bunch of roads myself, I could just sell 20 roads, and it's probably a decent enough deal. So we'll make that trade, and then we can unlock the small farm right there. I assume we'll find more fertile soil. We almost certainly will. Okay, so here's another root deposit. Now, I did remove my scavenger's camp, but I can rebuild it, no problem. Now we probably want to move towards one of the Dangerous Glades. I will probably do that after the next storm. We can also try to time it with the trader. You'll see why when we get there. So let's maybe start chopping in this general direction. We'll chop as close as possible to that glade, and then we can unlock it right before the storm season ends or right after it ends. Something like that anyway. Everyone has shelter, I'm just making sure. Alright. We don't have to cut this anymore, so I can remove that for now. How are our packs doing? Let's check. We're working on it. Yeah, so we do have packs of provisions here. Yeah, low on food. We do want to work on that for sure. In fact, it's probably a good idea to start getting the roots, because people can eat roots. It won't give them any bonuses or anything like that, but they can eat roots. So we can actually get that scavenger's camp again. It's not a lot of roots, but I mean, it's something. It's certainly better than nothing. Maybe remove one beaver. Okay, packs of crops. Deliver that right away. Okay, there. So now we can actually deliver the 3 packs order. So we will get +1 to grain production, +1 to fabric production, 4 parts, +1 reputation, which will allow us to pick another blueprint, and we will reduce Queen's Impatience by 1. So right now it's at 402. Once I deliver this, it will drop to 302. And I got 1 reputation, which means I can now pick another building. So I can get Forager's Camp, Trapper's Camp, or Herb Garden. Well, I might actually wait. So I might actually wait to unlock one of the Dangerous Glades, because it's very likely it will have some resources that are possible to gather with one of these camps, as in bigger deposits than these small ones. So if I find a big deposit there of something specific that I need one of these camps for, then I can pick up one of the camps. So that makes sense. We will just wait. I can keep this open indefinitely. I don't have to pick this. So I can just leave it there. That's what we'll do. We can just dismiss this notification here to not bother you. And since we are constantly delivering things from the plantation, we should probably build like an actual path here. So we will do that. There you go. We can also upgrade the level of our Hearth. So you need 4 decoration types of comfort type. You can find them right here. They don't have any effect on their own. You just need them to like upgrade your actual Hearth. So I can build a bunch of them over here as long as they are in range. You can move them later if you need to move them out of the way. So once I build 4 of them, this will upgrade to a high level hub and it will get a bonus. We are actually very low on food, so we need to work on that. Here, let's start gathering the roots. I will actually assign 2 people, but then I need to unassign somebody from something. We can unassign 1 person from the Stonecutter's camp. The stone is not that important. And let's actually uncheck Sea Marrow and focus just on stone for now. Sea Marrow right now is even less important than stone. Alright, let's just build a road here around this storage. I will eventually chop this forest right here, but I have more important things to do. So that will have to wait. Alright, so storm is coming. We are currently at 1 hostility, which should be fine. How are the order doing? Okay, so we need to solve 1 event and then we'll be able to deliver clearing Glade's order. And then I'll mostly need packs of crops. So let's turn off everything else. Now, I probably don't want to make packs of crops with the roots, because I need to actually eat. I could buy some roots from the trader. Not every trader has them available, but I could actually buy some food that can be used both to like not have people starve and to make packs of crops. So we'll see about that. But yeah, I don't need amber, obviously. Yeah, Lizard's resolve is low, so I can check out all the problems that they have right now. They are hungry, so they are getting a penalty from that. I could fix this problem by lowering my hostility. So now I can actually unassign beavers from the woodcutter's camp, drop it to 0, and my resolve will go up. Because 1, we lost this hostility penalty right here at the bottom of this tooltip, and we also lost the looming darkness, -4. So yeah, that pushed us up quite a bit. Right, we are gathering the roots. It won't be particularly fast, but we are getting some. Now we want to open this place as soon as the storm season ends. Let's just remove this guy, assign him to this camp, and we probably just want to open this, yeah, as soon as the storm season ends. I don't want to open it before, although we could, because Creeping Shadows is not active, because I dropped hostility level to 0. You don't have to time it that perfectly, I just want to have more time to resolve whatever negative event there will be here before the next storm arrives. Because oftentimes you will get, for example, a resolve penalty while you work on an event here, on the threat. So that would then stack with the storm resolve penalty, you know? Okay. Now I can stack more people here, basically. So I don't need 10 beavers for one of my orders. Okay, I can only get 1 each here. That's a bit disappointing. Let's get mushrooms, because people can eat mushrooms. We'll also get 1 human here, which means I can assign the human to the plantation. Here you go. Now we want to open up this glade ASAP and check what exactly this is going to be. By the way, remember, I am playing on a slightly higher difficulty level. If you start on the lowest difficulty level, things will be quite a bit easier than this. Root delivery line. So this would straight up give me 3 roots per minute for doing nothing. This used to be stronger, by the way. It got nerfed a little bit. This used to be insanely strong. Gain +1 human resolve for every 70 incense produced. That is nice, but I won't be doing this anytime soon. And I kind of need food. I could use roads. We'll get road delivery line. You can't really go wrong for getting something for doing nothing. Right, we still don't need packs of crops. Again, let's see what this glade has first. Then we can decide what to do after. And here's the upgraded hub. So now we have a bonus right here. +2 to global resolve, and ancient Hearth's corruption resistance is increased by 150. Yeah, I haven't talked about this at all yet. Yeah, okay, so where to even start? So Blightrot is something that will build up over time, and you can get some severe penalties from this. So it can decrease your resolve. It can also, for example, prevent your buildings from being moved. Here we have Blight Infection, Blightrot, right here. So Blightrot grows on the structure. There is no way to safely destroy the building. Here workers will move 20% faster, so that's technically a good thing. And they will have a double chance for production. So you can sort of get bonuses from this. However, you will not be able to safely destroy the buildings. And you will also get a resolve penalty. And eventually, if this bar fills all the way, it will kill 3 random villagers. So that is not a good thing. You do not want people to die. Right now I'm getting none, but eventually this will start going up. And the way to counter that is to build a specialized building here, the Blight Post. This is actually something the Sim Marrow is useful for the Blight Post specifically. Actually, I can't right-click the Blight Post, because Blight Post prepares Purging Fire, which you can use to burn Blightrot cysts during the storm. I would need a few bricks to build this. But yeah, eventually I want to build this to counter the corruption. It's not a high priority right now, we don't have to do this yet. But we should do this later. Okay, let's open this stupid glade already. It's taking a while. Go on. Get to work, lazy bastards. We can move this one elsewhere. Probably open up one of these smaller glades here. Might be something interesting in there. Mind you, every time I'm opening one, I am getting another permanent penalty to forest hostility. So, I mean, I don't have to do it. I can just avoid doing it and not increase my hostility. Just to note that this is a thing. Go on. Hurry up. Okay, there we go. Let's see what we got here. So, as you can see, these bigger glades have a lot more stuff going on. So, this is a haunted temple. I have not seen this before. It can be rebuilt or destroyed. So, working effect. Horrific phantoms appear before the villagers. Get -3 global resolve every 40 seconds. Okay. Interesting. So I could use 10 planks to rebuild it. I can salvage it to get 40 oil and 30 incense. Or I can rebuild it into Holy Temple. Oh yeah, that will provide services, right. So religion or education. Okay. With that said, it needs to be in range of the Hearth. And you can't move it. So this is only useful if I build a secondary Hearth next to it. It's somewhere here. Where the heck is it? What the heck? Yeah, small Hearth. So you can build more Hearths. They have to be certain minimum distance from your original one. But I could build one here and then build a bunch of houses around here, and it would have the services right away. I might actually salvage this, but this is less important. We also have some small road deposits, a big reed field right here. This is what I was talking about. We can actually use Harvester's Camp. And each big reed field has 60 charges. This is 120 charges total. So I can actually build a harvester's camp right away. Now, you do not actually eat reeds. So this is not food. This is used for crafting. So there's no huge rush to do this. I think the first thing I want to do is build a farm here to get some food. I could also build a plantation because I still need to get more berries for botanist over here. It doesn't matter that much, but I do have +1 grain production bonus. With that said, you don't eat grain yourself. You have to process it. Anyway, okay, so let's build a small farm, that's fine. I do have 4 planks. So this is the actual thread right here. Small destroyed caravan. And we can see a note here that this is permanent and will not be removed once the corresponding Glade event is finished. And we have a timer, 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, traders will no longer visit this area. And the traders will be blocked. And we will get 1 impatience point. So that is really bad. If I let this finish, this will permanently block trade in this entire settlement, like forever. So that's pretty bad. However, I do not need any resources to work this, because oftentimes you don't need some kind of resource to deal with this. I will just get -5 to global resolve while I'm working this, and it will take 4 minutes 30 seconds. So this should be enough time to finish it before the storm. I still have 1 minute 30 seconds until the next clearance, and if we add the clearance time, I think it's going to be 3 minutes, 4 minutes, definitely at least 3. So this should finish before the next storm or right after. And we can pick the reward. So we can get 15 roads every time we discover a new glade. Each builder will carry 5 more items at once and 25 stone, or we can get 15 amber and 0.5 reputation. So these are both nice. These are definitely both nice. I think I'll take the amber and the reputation. We do have the road delivery line, which gives us 3 roads every minute. So we do get 15 roads every 5 minutes. So we'll get the amber and the reputation. With amber, I will be able to buy something from the trader. Now I do have to actually assign to people, and then they have to physically get there. So this timer will not start moving until they actually get there. Just saying. But this is really important. This is why I wanted to open this glade right after the storm season ended. Because if I had to continue working on this during the storm season, the resolve penalty from the storm season would stack with this. Which I would probably be able to deal with it, maybe, but I don't want to deal with it. So there's the farm. I'm a little bit low on pop now. And here's another small glade. We have some more fertile soil over here. Okay, we have a swamp wheat field, reed field and copper vein. So even more fertile soil, that is nice. Let's finish chopping this. We'll build a small farm here a bit later. I need to get some population. And I need to work on orders quicker. We will finish this order right here, clearing glades, once we solve the event, so that will be done. I still don't need berries. I actually have 0 right now. Now I can turn off plant fiber. Let's actually disable plant fiber and just work on berries alone. I have 0 berries right now. People ate them. And I need 4 more beavers, then I'll need to work on their resolve. And the new orders will show up in 30 seconds. Oh yeah, I haven't built the fields, whoops. My bad. Nobody's working in here just yet anyway. And here's medium abandoned cache. You can use tools, or infuse the tools, add the medium abandoned cache to get reputation, or to get some goods. But the abandoned cache will always give you reputation. It will be different amounts of reputation, depending on what size the cache is, but this will always give you reputation. I do not have any tools right now, so I can't use that. Okay, new orders. Sell goods worth at least 35 amber to a trader, or using trade routes. I haven't even talked about the trade routes yet. Have at least 24 farm fields, and make 20 packs of crops. I think it makes sense to focus on packs, because I have that bonus to packs. 14 clothing. Now, this isn't to have 14 clothing. You have to have at least 14 villagers with the clothing need fulfilled for at least 120 seconds. This will need way more than 14 clothing. So, tavern. I don't have the tavern unlocked. I don't know if I will be able to. So if I pick cups and glasses, I would need to unlock several buildings to actually do this. I would have to unlock the actual tavern, and I would need to have means to produce ale. New clothes will definitely be easier. I can't actually make them yet, but I can make fabric. I'm going to keep this open. The next set of orders will not unlock for the next 12 minutes anyway, so there's literally no reason to make this choice, because I know for a fact I won't be working on either of these. So yeah, there's literally no reason to make that choice right now. Okay, let's finish this. 2 more minutes, and we will get 0.5 reputation. And then I probably want to just salvage this haunted temple, probably. At least that's what I'm leaning towards. But once we finish the Glade event, we'll work a little bit more on our orders. I've been slacking in that department quite a bit. No more trees nearby, right? Let's see then. Now I could open another glade perhaps. Like this one. Let's just chop some of the trees right here, close to our actual storage. We might find something useful right here on the left. That's definitely possible. So you guys, yeah, let's clear this area around the fertile soil. We will want a farm right here. There you go. I think we pretty much covered the basics of the game already. This pretty much covers all the important stuff. There are some more mechanics to know about, but I think I covered all of the basics. So let's actually finish this settlement now, shall we? We are actually not doing so hot. I mostly focused on actually explaining how things work. So now, unfortunately, I can't read all this. So none of these are super useful for me, to be honest. They really aren't. Now we could get the herbalist camp. Oh no, it's not actually an option. Just forager's camp or trapper's camp. Herb garden is used for fertile soil. Yeah, so forager's camp or trapper's camp. Neither is useful for me. Actually, yeah, neither is useful. So that's a bit awkward. And unfortunately, since I started a new profile, I can't read all this. That is a little bit unfortunate. Let's see what this glade will have. We might want to open it faster or slower. Yeah. Storm is about to start soon. I don't want to get too greedy with this. Go on. Trader has arrived. Yeah, I don't want to get that penalty. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. We opened it just in time. Road deposit, Dewberry bush. Okay. Let's check the trader. +2 to codes production. +3 to codes production. Okay. Well, that's nice if I'm going to make codes. That is definitely nice. I would need 10 more amber to do this. So, I'm not sure about that. Okay, we finished the caravan here. Yeah, I don't think I can really get enough amber. Well, I can sell wood. Okay, let's try to buy 10 amber. I have a lot of wood. We can sell, let's say, around 100 wood. Don't really want to sell parts. I can sell some plant fiber. I think I'll just sell more wood, basically. Wood is easy enough to get. So like 200 wood is not that big of a deal. Now, I won't actually use this bonus just yet, but I will use it. So that's +3 to cost production. I could still get +2, but there's no way I can get 13 amber easily here, without selling way too much stuff. So this is good enough, I don't want to get that greedy. Alright, small farm. I wish I had more humans, but alas. We will hopefully get more humans later. So you guys get to work. Okay, there's the storm season. I will probably just unassign a few woodcutters here. I can't quite drop it to level 0 anymore. Yeah, no, I can't. Might as well keep working then. Yep, we'll keep working. Where do we want to go then? We definitely don't want to open this. That would be really, really bad. And that would be very, very bad. We could go this way. We could go left. This seems to be the closest Dangerous Glade, roughly, to our storage. So I suppose we could actually go this way. Okay, we'll chop that one tree over there. Okay, just chop a bunch of trees in this general direction. Okay, that's good enough. And these guys, they can just make some more space around our hearth. There you go. I have to pick something here, but this is the choice between, like, useless and more useless, I'm not gonna lie. There was some grain here, right? Yeah, swamp wheat field. So there's that at least. And I do have a small grain bonus, if I remember correctly, right here. So, okay, let's get Forager's Camp. But that was not particularly useful, I'm not gonna lie. Now, there are a few things I'm going to need. So, we probably want more planks by now. We are making some. We got 16 planks. I think that's enough. Okay, that's going to be enough for now. 16 planks. 20, actually. We'll make more later. This is a super inefficient way of making planks. Okay, we finished the clearing glaze order. So I can deliver that. We'll get 4 new villagers. It might be a bad idea to do that now, because they won't have enough shelter. Before we do that, we should actually build more shelter. So let's build some really quick. And then we'll accept them. Especially since lizards are moving towards to resolve only right now. Here, that should be enough. So deliver. There we go. Okay, -4. Why is that? Oh, because we went to Hostility level 2. Right, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Not anymore. And the alternative would be to burn some wood or coal. That would definitely be an alternative. In fact, I should probably build that kiln sometime soon. I should have built that a little bit earlier than this. I still need 3 more beavers for this. But I'll have to work on resolve anyway. And we need more packs of crops, and then more berries. Berries will just come over time, but we definitely want more than 1 plantation. And we want to make use of grain. I'll just need to unlock some buildings to make use of grain. But we don't want 1 more plantation. So that's going to be the one right here. And we'll want that one to focus exclusively on berries. Scavenger's Camp has no nearby deposits, unfortunately. We can still move over here, we can move over here. Yeah, we still have rods we can keep gathering. So carry on. There. Storm is over. 2 beavers. Okay, I'll take 2 beavers. 6 coals, 10 grain. Parts would be kind of useful, but I have 16, that should be enough. And for our cornerstone, you can see the content of undiscovered glades, but discovering dangerous or forbidden glades kills 1 villagers. Yeah, killing villagers for doing that is pretty bad. And you still don't get like actual full information about the glades. And extraction tools. Gain 4 artifacts for every dangerous and forbidden glade event solved. Yeah, sure. So these are used for like profile unlocks. For meta progression. Not super useful for me right now, but the only other option is to decline. I don't have the option to reroll because I haven't unlocked the option to reroll. I suppose I could get Ancient Pact just to show you, but I'm really not too excited about killing people. Not gonna lie. I don't think that's actually a good idea for me right now. So we'll get extraction tools. For our next building... okay, cookhouse, carpenter, brewery. That's a very, very tough choice. That's an extremely tough choice. Because... 1. Carpenter would allow me to make planks way more efficiently. However, cookhouse would allow me to make some food. And carpenter would also allow me to make tools, which can be used to open the caches. With that said, I can't quite make copper bars yet or crystallized dough, so I wouldn't be able to make tools. But carpenter would be useful just for planks. With that said, I think I don't need to start making some food soon. And I do have Kiln which can produce jerky. Then the jerky can be used as input right here to make skewers. We can also make biscuits. I can make flour already. At least I'm pretty sure I can. Let me double check. Yes, I do have the provisioner, so I can make flour and I will have a lot of grain. So I think the cookhouse just makes way more sense right now. We are getting berries from the farms. We are still gathering some roots. I can get herbs. But yeah, we are getting berries literally right now from the plantations. So let's get the cookhouse. The cookhouse just makes more sense right now. And we likely want to work on actually like getting that cookhouse up and running. I will need some bricks. So let's go into the crude workstation. Or rather makeshift post. And we'll get some bricks done. Wait, no, not makeshift post. Crude workstation, that was right. So we'll make some bricks right here. It doesn't have to be a lot, just a bunch. We can use both. Okay, like 6 or 8 is actually enough. Okay. So, plantation. We want to assign humans here. Are they assigned everywhere? Okay, these should be humans for sure. Yeah. There you go. Definitely humans. I did limit it to berries, that's good. And now I could open this up. Let's check when the next trader is coming. In 10 minutes. Okay, so not anytime soon, just yet. I'm going to pass on opening this for now. We have things to do. We can open it up later. There's no like huge rush to do it right now. Yeah, keep chopping these. Just to make more space here. I can probably upgrade my hearth again. Oh, the last level reached. Yeah, more has to be unlocked in the Smoldering city. I'm not used to playing like a low profile level. But these are the options you'll have at the start of the game. Before you unlock more of them. So I will probably want to build that blight post sometime soon. It's still not much of a problem, as you can see, but we are now getting some corruption. So we will likely want to get that done. Stonecutter's camp has no more deposits nearby. Now I can tell them to get sea marrow, or I can move elsewhere to get stone. I don't want stone, so we'll prioritize stone. Sea marrow is not that important, at least right now. I'm definitely not doing a very good job in this colony, by the way, but I was way more focused on actually explaining the mechanics. Plus, you don't have as many options with lower profile level. But yeah, I think we covered all of the important mechanics already. Like I said, this is a super fun game. Like, once you learn all the mechanics, it's kind of hard to describe this game, because you get to the point where you think you already know everything about the game, and you've seen everything. You get to that point fairly early, but then the game just keeps sucking you in. It keeps unlocking new things that make it more interesting. There's just enough randomization in each settlement to keep things interesting. Like, once you actually start playing yourself and understand it better, it's like way more fun to play in practice than it would seem it will be if I just tell you how the game works, if that makes sense. It has that one more turn feeling without being a turn-based game. So, in Civ terms, it definitely does have that. Okay, right, yeah, I need to work harder on the berries. Now, if I had consumption control, which I don't have right now because you need to unlock that, I could tell people to not eat berries. But I can't because I don't have that option. We should work on packs of crops though. Okay, we have a bunch of bricks. Okay, so packs of crops. I think grain would be the best thing to use here for packs of crops. So yeah, let's actually use grain for that. And I could grab grain right here. I just have to build the forager's camp. Okay, what the heck? Let's build the forager's camp. And we'll gather this grain right here. It's also pretty close, so it's not a big deal. Maybe one more shelter, because we have some homeless people. There you go. Okay, that road could have been a bit better. Hold on. Here instead. Okay, that's better. Just get it all the way to that plantation. Alright, assign people to the forager's camp. So I don't really have any spare humans, unfortunately. We'll just assign anyone. How about some chopping? You go back here. Alright. Just chop all of this stuff here. We already have a storm coming up in 2 minutes. Now, I probably want to get rid of this, but maybe later. It's not that important right now. We can do it later. Oh yeah, I didn't raise the limit on crops. My bad, my bad. Here. We'll get crops, it's fine. Alright. Yeah, we're getting grain from here. I should probably build a road through here. And I will just remove all of these trees, so that they don't get in the way. Okay, so this is already done. We got the berries. Okay, good. So that will give us 2 new villagers, 30 vegetables, and +1 to berries production. There we go, and it will lower impatience. So now we have higher berries production. A trader will arrive in 3 minutes. That's pretty unfortunate timing. Now, I could open this before the storm. It's a little bit risky doing it right before the storm. But I could. Yeah, no, I can't do it quickly enough anymore. We'll do it after. And normally I could do it during, but if I do it during, with Creeping Shadows active, I will get -10 global resolve for 3 minutes, which is pretty bad. I definitely do not want that. We need one more shelter before the storm arrives. We have one homeless human here. So get that done really quick. Go on, build your house. I might want to drop my hostility level once this actually starts. We can pick another blueprint. So Weaver, Clothier, Brewery. Okay, this is a no-brainer. We should get a Clothier. Then we can start making codes and take advantage of our +3 codes bonus. Now that means I'll want to make some fabric here. We do have 43 plant fiber. I don't think I have a more efficient way to do this. Not right now. But we do have a +1 bonus. So that is helpful already. Right here. We have +1 to fabric production, which is effectively +50% in this building. So, like, that's a pretty big deal. This is enough bricks. We have 34 planks, so let's actually focus on fabric. We can make a bunch. And then we'll build a weaver to start making some clothes. So now I can actually pick this objective for new clothes. But again, I need way more than 14. I just need 14 people with this need fulfilled for 2 minutes. So this 14 number does not mean you need 14 clothes. Okay, and then I still need 10 more crops. Well, more than 10. We still need a bunch. We're working on that. Yep, we're working on that. It's fine. That's what this grain will be for, basically. Yep, okay, I probably want to lower the hostility level. So now I could actually burn some wood here. Man, I still haven't built that kiln. I would have been better off picking up the lumber mill, probably. Normally I would build a kiln way earlier. Okay, I can burn more, but this is already 40 per minute. Here, we'll remove one person and we dropped hostility to level 1. But you can see I'm now getting +112 from villagers. +60 from the 6 glades we opened. +1 from the Dangerous Glade we opened. +90 because 3 years have passed. And +80 from woodcutters. So I control the penalty from the woodcutters, but I don't really control the other penalties. I control how many glades I open, but I don't control how many years have passed. And I don't really control my population all that much. You can let people leave, but that's not a good thing when they leave. You do get a penalty when they leave, or when they get killed. So you generally don't want that to happen. And no more deposits nearby, fine. We still got some over here. Okay. Right, these guys are still working. Let's just chop our way through here, so that I can build a road leading like this way. I'll move one guy this way. Okay. Yeah, you do get an icon here that's telling you you are sacrificing fuel at the hearth. So that's what this means right here. That's how you can tell without having to click on the hearth itself. Okay, now we want to open this glade right here. Don't think I can do it before the trader leaves. We can try. Is he still here? Oh, actually he hasn't arrived yet. Nice. 2 more beavers, 3 more beavers, some bricks. Okay, that's fine. Now I don't have enough beavers. I have to make them happy now. Dye extractor. Gain 5 pigment for every 10 insects produced. I'm not really producing insects. Biscuit Diet is really nice if you can get biscuits. We don't have the building necessary to get the biscuits, but plus 70% chance to produce double yields. That's amazing. So we will do that. Okay. Right, I do want to start making codes to potentially get that part done. So let's build a clothier first. That's what I'm leaning towards. I do have the materials needed to build that. Okay, let's try to open this glade quickly before the trader leaves. Let's go, people, open this. Fast. Okay, there's the cloth here. So it has cloth bonus. That's harpies. So that's the one population type I do not have in here, unfortunately. But that's alright. So we will focus on coats. I will now be making 13 coats for one single fabric. So I'll just set this to like 100. And we want to keep making fabric. Yep. So that should get the order done. Not to mention it will make people happier, because I will be fulfilling their need for clothing. We finished agriculture, so this will give me 4 newcomers and +1 to grain production again, and 8 parts. So there we go, we will get that done. Then we still need some more crops to get advanced farming done. We will work on that, we are still working on that. Maybe switch that from grain to something else. We can use some vegetables and roots. I actually do not want to use grain for packs of crops. So this is fine. Okay. Looks good to me. Come on, how much time do we have? It says right here. 1 minute 11 seconds. I think I can open this fast enough, right? Come on, people, open it before he leaves, so that I can maybe use him to get whatever I need for the thread. Yeah, now they are delivering the wood to the storage. We already exhausted this wheat field, unfortunately. I think now it's the time to destroy the foragers' camp. Yep, there's nothing else I can get with it. So we'll just destroy it. Come on, I don't want him to leave yet, damn it. We're not gonna make it. Okay, we're not gonna make it. That's a bit unlucky. He's about to leave. What does he have? Increases global food production speed by +20%. Harvesting is faster. +2 to grain production. Faster harvesting is kind of nice. And I only need 5 more grain, 5 more amber to get that. So I can sell some parts at this point. So let's do that. Maybe add something here. Okay, that's good. We'll pick up obsidian sickles. Yeah, that was a bit unlucky. We'll open it right after he leaves. Oh well, hopefully I won't need him. But I'm a bit disappointed we didn't quite make it. I didn't have all 3 beavers assigned here. Okay, I think I remember this. Petrify the tree. Okay, I don't need any resources. Tree cutting is 80% slower, so that will be active while we're working on this. If I let it trigger in 10 minutes, it will destroy all stored wood, both planks and wood, so that's pretty bad. We can get a Scouts pack. Events will carry 5 more items at once. 35 stone. 35 stone is kind of nice, but I'll take reputation and amber. So we'll go and work on this right away. Okay, go on. So now cutting trees will be way slower, but honestly, that's not really that bad. I can live with that. A resolve penalty is way worse. And there are certain other penalties that are even worse than that. Alright then. Oh yeah, we also have a big encampment here. I could get 4 more people, or I could get 15 amber. I'm actually leaning towards getting the amber here. Oh, one thing I haven't covered are trade routes, but you have to actually get a level 1 upgrade in the Smoldering city to unlock trade routes. So I cannot show you how trade routes work because I don't have that unlocked on this new profile. I should also stop burning wood. With that said, the trade routes are not very complicated. You need packs of provisions for each trade route, and you have like specific things you can sell. So like nearby other settlements will give you the option to sell them, let's say, I don't know, 10 rods, and you would get 2 amber for it. Or like 10 planks, and you get 4 amber. I'm putting those numbers like randomly. I'm just making these numbers up. But there are specific things you can sell, and you get amber for them, and you have to use packs of provisions to run a trade route. And then it takes a little bit of time to actually finish that transaction. So that's basically how it works. That's one of the things packs of provisions are used for. So, okay, we also have a big Stormbird nest. So that's Scavenger's Camp. We have a Herb Node. Okay. And we have a medium abandoned cache. I don't have tools, so I can't make use of that right now. And more Stormbird nests. Okay, we do have a Scavenger's Camp still. Where was it again? I'm not sure where it was. Wait, okay, I'm not sure where it was. Oh yeah, down here. Let's actually move it. This is closer and I have a road partially like complete. Build it here because that's a tiny bit closer. And I can extend that road, I suppose. Here. That's going to be a bit more efficient. Brickyard, Smokehouse, Tavern. Okay, so Tavern fulfills the leisure need and also brawling need, or service rather. And you also get +3 to global resolve from it, if you have 3 people assigned to work inside. I think we will unlock that, yes. I will need a way to actually make training gear, but on this map where I can get stone, training gear is pretty easy. So yeah, we'll get the tavern, that's fine. Okay, I need some more shelter. Let's get that done real quick. Yeah, just build a few. I'm still a bit low on food. Yeah, so now we really need to work on our food. So the cookhouse. I want to build a cookhouse right away. How are the clothes doing? Okay, we are already working towards this. We finished advanced farming. I can stop making packs of crops now. I don't need to make those anymore. Just dump these people out of here. I will move the makeshift post away. I want it to be out of range to not waste space. We have 21 fabric, that's going to be enough. There's no need for more at the moment. So we can deliver advanced farming here. So that way our plantations and farms will produce more goods. That should stack nicely with some of the bonus we have for them. Because I have a bonus to berries production, I have a bonus to grain production, a double bonus to grain production. So that will stack with the plus 25%. Okay, so next up we will finish the clothing. Now I want to make beavers happy. So that's one of the reasons I picked up the tavern, because they do like leisure. However, they do not care about clothing. So now we probably want to work on biscuits. So yeah, we definitely want to work on biscuits. So for biscuits, we are going to need one of these things right here. I think it might have to be jerky. So we should actually build a kiln. Okay, let's build a kiln. I really should have built the kiln way earlier. But, you know, I was kind of busy like explaining all the mechanics, alright? But here we can make coal, and this is a super efficient way of making coal. We will definitely do that. Like 50 or something. We can make bricks more efficiently. I still have 8, so this is fine. So this one has warmth bonus. I can assign lizard people here, and they will get a bonus to resolve. A quite significant bonus. And then for jerky, right, we need meat or insects. Unfortunately, I'm not making either, but I should be able to buy a larger amount from a trader. Now, I can call the trader immediately at the cost of 0.5 impatience, but I don't necessarily want to do that. Still, like I said, we can just buy a lot of insects or meat from one of the traders. I don't have to make them myself. I would prefer to make them myself, but not always an option. We'll finish this in 20 seconds, so that's good. Another blueprint. Okay, so lumber mill. Now I can eventually unlock lumber mill through this. I would like that. Here, we finished new clothes. So that gives us +1 to leather production and +1 to coals production. Oh yeah, kiln 60 coal, that's easy. Have at least 20 decorations of type harmony. +1 production to all packs of goods. That's not as useful anymore. We'll do dirty work, because that's easy. I literally already built the kiln right now. So, like, that will basically complete itself, like, literally, it will complete itself. Now we can chop at normal speed again. Because this is... Okay, now it's done. We'll also get 15 amber, useful for the trader who's about to arrive. Okay, rain mill is used for flour. I do already have the provisioner, right? Yes. So provisioner can be used for flour already. It's not as efficient, but it's good enough. So I think we're fine in that department. Oh yeah, brewery is used for ale. And then ale is needed at the tavern. So I need this. Okay, yeah, I need the brewery. We could actually get that tavern done and get it running. Bakery, biscuits, pie, pottery. I already have biscuits unlocked. Now I don't have a way to make pottery. Water skins. Fabric. I'll have to think about this one. A leather worker might be nice. Leather worker might be nice. Because I can use water skins here to make ale. So leather worker would make those. And water skins use... Okay, I would actually need leather. Obtain at the ranch, and I don't have a ranch. So scratch that. Biscuits, pie. Yeah, okay, I'll have to think about this. I wish I could reroll this one, but alas, I cannot. So, let me think for a second here. Next thing we want to get up and running is, again, the cookhouse. But before I build the cookhouse itself, I need to make flour. So I need to build the provisioner. Here, we'll build the provisioner. I have the materials, so no problem. We'll just build it right next to our storage. Prioritize it. Might as well extend that road a little. Yeah, but chop this stuff over here. Make some more space. We'll need that space. They can both work on this. Yep. Okay, so there's the provisioner. Nobody gets a bonus here, so it doesn't matter who is going to work here. We want to focus just on flour. Now, this can be used to make barrels. Yeah, no, that's not super useful for me, never mind. Wait, is it though? Hold on, brewery can use barrels. Yeah, right, it can use barrels. However, I would need copper bars or crystallized dough. I do not have either at the moment, and I cannot make either at the moment. I might be able to change that, but I can't change that right now. Okay, so grain. We'll make some flour here. Let me check grain real quick. So... Right, this is fine. Just making sure I'm not using it for anything else at the moment. I'm not. With that said, we only got grain coming from this one single farm at the moment. It's a decent amount, but it's just one farm. However, I do not have any more fertile soil. I can try to find it. That might be a good idea. Now, I could try to check out this Forbidden Glade up here. I'm not sure if I really want to do that, but it is an option. Let's actually start chopping forest in this general direction. I definitely want to open up at least one more Dangerous Glade here. So we will do that. Storm is coming, that's fine. So for this blueprint, I will have to think about this one. I guess I can just pick up pottery here. Bakery rather. But I don't have clay on this map. So I can't make pottery because I don't have clay. Like this map literally does not have clay. It has stone, but not clay. So that's a bit unfortunate. And I don't have ranch. The rain mill is not that useful for me. I mean, I could use scrolls at the tempo if I rebuild it. But I would have to build a second Hearth. I just don't think it's really worth it that much. I don't want to get some biscuits because of the Biscuit Diet. Anyway, we got the provisioner. So now we can build a cookhouse. Right next to it is fine. Maybe leave like some space for a road here. Yep. Okay. So build that. Oh yeah, hold on, I need to lower. Yeah, now we are at 3 hostility, which is getting a little bit high. Let's unassign some beavers here. And I probably want to burn some coal at this point. Or still burn wood. Coal will be more efficient, but I only have 13 at the moment. So we'll still burn some wood. That's still kind of high here. So now I could actually use lighter treatment. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, I'll just have to burn both. Okay, last 2 orders. Have at least 18 beavers. 25 packs of luxury goods. Plus 3 to beaver resolve. That would be nice. Interesting. 10% chance to produce double yields when under the effect of education. Plus 2 to pie production. Okay, let's go with that one. I only need 4 more beavers to get that done. Okay, packs. Plus 3 to global resolve for 1.5 minutes after discovering a glade. Okay. Well... crops and building materials. I can make trade goods, because I don't have a weaver. Wait, no, I don't have a weaver, I have a clothier. So I actually cannot make trade goods. Let me double check. No, I can't. Okay, so building materials and crops. I could probably do that. Now that is quite a lot of them. So that's a lot of materials. But I could do that. One thing I could really use now is a way to make tools. But we only have 3 more building unlocks coming. And this one is not particularly useful. I guess I can unlock the pie. So that's probably fine. Yeah, the pie is fine. I can use berries and flour to make pie. And pie works for humans and for lizard people. So that's actually useful. Okay, bakery. In fact, I think bakery would be a little bit better than the cookhouse. Can I make jerky at the kiln? Where's the kiln again? Here. Well, yeah, kind of. I need to buy insects or meat to be able to make jerky. So for now, we'll just work on the coal. But yeah, actually, the bakery would just straight up be more useful. I might just destroy the cookhouse for now. We would get the materials back. So all of the materials, as far as I'm aware, let me double check. Yeah, all of the materials. Okay, let's just destroy the cookhouse. I know that's a bit awkward, but whatever. And we'll build the bakery. The bakery is just more useful for me at the moment, in my current situation. So keep working on that. We are still making clothing. I'm not producing fabric anymore, but we have 30 fabric. So really, this should be enough for a while. This should be enough for a pretty long time. That's like 30 production cycles times 14 codes. That's a lot of codes. And also bakery has warmth bonus. So that's actually better for lizard people as well. Okay, now we can actually start making stuff. So we'll use berries here. And here. Okay. And we'll make both. Yeah, we'll make both. What works for beavers again? Right, biscuits. So let's focus on biscuits because I want to make beavers happier right now. Okay, focus on biscuits. Just need to make that flour a bit faster. Need to get grain faster. I need a trader. That's what I need. I can buy some stuff from the trader to make all of this go faster. Okay, low. I'm probably not burning coal anymore. Yep. Let's burn some more wood. Now we can probably stop. The storm is about to end. It takes a little bit of time before people start leaving. So we can actually let resolve drop into the negatives for like a little bit of time. Because they will not leave immediately. Now it will go back up. Yeah, see, it's fine. Nobody left. With that said, you don't want it to sit at -9 for too long. Obviously. Okay. So let me think about this for a second here. We are waiting for the trader. And I need 4 more beavers. Damn it, only 1 here. Okay, 1. Rooty ground. Okay, rooty ground is nice. Wood production is increased by +1, but harvesting and planting is slower. So I don't like the part where harvesting is slower, but more wood is nice. Every 5 villagers with the need for brawling fulfilled increase the chance of bringing back double the amount of goods. From events. So, just from events. I will actually take rooty ground. Okay. Now, I really want to find more fertile soil. I want to open this. But we're not quite close to actually opening it right now. That might have to wait like 1 extra season cycle. That's what I'm thinking, yeah. And we also probably want to build that Blightrot post. Yeah. Where the heck is it? Blight post. Okay, yeah, let's build that. It's about time. So, summary here. There you go. I guess I could just salvage this place. That will cost me 10 planks though. Which I'm not super happy about. I kind of need my planks right now. In fact, I should probably make some more planks. Just kind of in advance here. Okay, let's make some planks. Not a huge amount, but some extra. Like 24 or something like that. So, how's that trader? I really need that trader faster. I know I could call her, but I don't want to pay Impatience to do that. So, there's the Blight post. So, this is, yeah, warmth bonus. We can have lizard people in here. So, this can actually use Cimarrow. And it can also use coal. I'm not actually gathering Cimarrow at the moment. I'll just make a few of these things. And like 1 lizard is enough. We'll make 3 and that's enough. It doesn't have to be a huge amount right now. Just some. Oh, and we need shelter. Just build it here. Okay. Good enough. I wish I could get some easy grain somewhere still, but alas, it's just our farm at the moment. I could just turn off the vegetables and keep the grain. I think that's actually going to be a little bit better. Just turn off the vegetables and keep the grain production only. Because right now flour is my bottleneck at the moment, as you can clearly see. I'm just waiting for that trader, damn it. She's almost here. And we do have 15 amber, so hopefully we'll be able to buy something that's useful. Oh, and I can get 15 amber here. I literally forgot about this. I actually forgot about this. With that said, it will cost me 16 berries. Not right now, maybe later. Come on. Are you there yet? Here. She's here. Okay, so... what do I buy from her? She does have grain. So let's buy grain from her. And then I can use that grain to make flour at the provisionary. Roots and mushrooms also work. But since I don't have consumption control, grain is better because people do not eat grain. Like, it's not considered a common food source. It's not a food source. It's not eaten raw. So we will buy grain. I can sell a bunch of parts. I will not use 20 parts in this game. That's not gonna happen. We can sell like 15. We can sell some wood. I don't think I want to sell stone, actually. Okay, this will do. This is a good deal. Okay, that's a good deal. We'll do that. I still need 30 coal, but we're working on that. So can we make beavers happy enough here? I can give them +5 right now. I can't quite make them happy enough right now. I need to deliver leisure. So, I mean, I'm kind of still working on that part. So we need the brewery. Oh yeah, that's a part of why I need the grain. Okay, so let's build a brewery right away. Somewhere over here, not super far away. I need to cut these trees up here. They are kind of getting in the way right now. Yeah, I don't want it to be super far away. Here. And then we need the actual tavern. So the tavern is pretty big and it needs to be in range. So the tavern can be here. Okay, where are our woodcutters comes? Let's chop these trees up here. I need some more space for buildings. This stuff can wait. And clear some space towards the glade. Okay. I'm missing 1 brick. Okay, I'm literally missing 1 brick. We can make some bricks at the kiln. Right here. Use the stone. Okay, just make a bunch. Alright, do I want to buy anything else? Maybe I'll just buy the rest of the grain, because we'll clearly use the grain. Clearly. There are multiple things I need grain for, so I'm just going to buy it. It's a good deal, I'm just going to buy it. I might buy some watered skins as well, just for more ale. And I could pay with amber for that. Okay, let's buy some watered skins. Like 22. And she does sell tools. How many tools do I need for 1 cash? 12. Well, I could just buy all 10. And hopefully buy more later from other people. Okay, that's a bit too expensive. Never mind. This is good enough. Just let her go. Okay, we're making planks. I don't need planks. Alright, I assume we made bricks by now. Or not? Yeah, he's making 2 bricks. Okay, there's the brewery. So I can assign beavers here. They like brewing, right? No, humans like brewing. Right, okay, yeah, humans. And we want to start making ale. So we'll use grain, we can also use rods, that's fine. And we'll use watered skins. And we'll make ale. Okay. I could make pickled gods for beavers, actually. So that does work. I could do that. Yeah, let's make some because I don't want to complete that order to make them happy. Now, unfortunately, storm is coming soon. This will likely have to wait until after the storm, but I think we can get that order done. We should be able to get it done. I still got this place, so let's just get the amber. I really don't want to use 16 berries here, but 15 amber is nice. Let's get the 15 amber. 15 amber is quite a lot. You can use 15 amber to buy a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's the blight post. I can actually have more lizard people in here. For now, I can remove them if I need them for something. Okay, how's our coal production going? It's going well. I still need some bricks, so let's work on bricks. I need to remove some woodcutters. Just remove these guys. I might want to burn some wood. Yeah, that's not great. Yeah, I'm still in the negatives. There. That'll do. I just need to keep them above 0 for the duration of the storm, that's it. Okay, we'll check out this glade after the storm. The next shader is coming in 8 minutes. So not super soon, but he's coming. Okay, we got the tavern, so now I can get some more resolve at the tavern here. As long as 3 people are assigned, we get +3 global resolve. Then, when we deliver ale, leisure will be active. We should start delivering ale any moment now. We are making ale, we are making pickled goods. I think we'll finish this order like during this cycle right now. And that will unlock lumber mill. It's pretty late for a lumber mill, but we will unlock that. So that's a much better, more efficient way of making planks. Significantly more efficient. Okay, let's just open up this glade. The storm is almost done. You guys go back. It's almost done. There it is. Okay. I still need more beavers for that other order. Bakery production is 50% quicker. Right. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh, that is so good. That is insanely good. Obviously, I will get that. Clearly. Alright, so, beavers. Let's work on that. We are working on that, literally. Just need that ale faster. Deliver that shit faster, thanks. Go. Okay, it's going up. There we go. So I need them above... How much? Above 24 for 30 seconds. So it's almost done here. It's about to be done. So that's +1 reputation. Go on. There we go, we can deliver that right away. That gives us more pickled goods, some parts, and the lumber mill. And I will build the lumber mill right away. That's, like I said, a much more efficient way of making planks. We should stop making planks immediately. This also has a wood specialization bonus. So this is like really good for planks. Here, we'll send beavers here right away. We can make like 50 planks with this place. It's not a problem. So if I increase my resolve a little bit more, I will be getting some reputation from resolve. That's like this blue marker on that bar. So I could try to get that done. And here we are fulfilling complex need food. Right here. We're not quite there yet, but we're working on it. Running low on grain. We have 40 flour. Grain is still kind of a bottleneck, unfortunately. We're working on the coal order, and I need 2 more beavers. So, yeah, well, next up we need tools and our reputation to finish the rest. Yeah, here. Now he's like glowing blue, which means we will be getting some reputation from his resolve. In fact, I can boost him even more. There. Give me that tooltip. Plus 0.30 per minute, so that's very nice. It's not like a tremendous amount, but it adds up over time. Here's Sea Marrow. So Sea Marrow, like I said, can be used at the Blight post. Let's just switch to Sea Marrow now. Yep, here. We have 7 Purging Fire, so we'll use Sea Marrow to make more. Okay, hopefully I can keep them happy for a while. Yeah, I cannot build beaver housing because I don't have that. So the only things we're not doing is luxury and education and beaver housing. We're doing everything else for them. When is the next trader? 3 minutes. Okay. How's our flour stockpile? I'm out of grain now. Okay, yeah, and we're also out of ale. We have 22 more water skins. Yeah, I will probably, like, not have ale constantly at all times. But at least we got some. So what else do I build here? I think we're good for now. We will get another building unlock soon. A new thread. Oh yeah, we opened up the Glade. I remember this one. All food production is 80% slower. Okay. -8 to global resolve if we let this fire. Destroys all planted crops in farm fields. Yeah, that is extremely bad. We obviously don't want that to fire. So we'll just get reputation. I guess this option is not bad. But I think at this stage of the game, I want to prioritize reputation. Yeah. Even though more crops production would be nice, like it would be nice, but I can handle it without that. So it's fine. Speaking of crops, let's maybe work on that if I can. Yeah, kind of easier said than done. I guess I can use vegetables for now. Okay, let's use vegetables. How many do I need? A lot, 30. That will take a while to finish. I'll probably just have to buy stuff from the traders. That's what's going to happen. No more trees nearby, alright. Here, mark all those. What else do we have here? A large abandoned cache, okay. Herb node, small, bush, some road deposits, okay. Not tremendously useful, but alright. At least we'll get some reputation and stuff. So I could try to do the Forbidden Glade. It is a little bit risky, because some of the events at the Forbidden Glade are extremely bad. Extremely bad. Some of them can pretty much cause you to lose. And if there will be some requirements I can't fulfill, I'll be a little bit screwed. Okay, 14 seconds for the next trader. We are doing well. Okay, next building. Carpenter, herb garden, human house. Yeah, I think I'll unlock the human house, so that I can build some. That requires bricks and planks. Now, I can also unlock the carpenter to be able to make tools. I will need crystallized dough or copper bars to make tools. And I can't actually make any of them right now. I might be able to buy some, but I can't make any. I think a human house is just a safer option. A human house is just a safer option. We'll get a human house. And I can build a few right away, actually. Might as well. One up here. Yeah, I need to clear some of these trees. As you can see, I'm actually kind of running out of space a little bit. Let's clear these trees over here. Yeah, that's blocking the way slightly. Okay, storm is coming, and we are at level 4 hostility. So remove these guys. Level 3. And that's pretty high, but it will have to do. I will stop gaining a reputation for resolve in just a moment, unfortunately. Here, there's the storm. We are above 0. And there's the trader. Let's see then. 3 incense for every 10 rolls produced. No. Planting crops is faster. I might actually get that. I might get that. What is he selling? He's selling berries. He's selling meat. And grain. Okay, so people can actually eat raw meat. And since I don't have consumption control, I cannot prevent that from happening. Wait, what did I need meat for again? Oh yeah, jerky. At the kiln. Right here. Okay, so I could buy a bunch of meat. I need 6 meat to make 10 jerky. Yeah, again, people can just eat meat. I'm not too excited about doing that. I think I'll just buy grain from him. Because clearly grain is one of the bottlenecks. And like I said, people cannot eat grain directly. And since I can't prevent them from doing that, we are better off buying grain. I don't have 60 copper ore. I don't have the buildings to use it in. Let's just sell 1 here. Okay, this is good. We'll buy grain. There you go, done. Make more flour again. Okay, we have 40, so 50 and such. Keep making biscuits. We have a lot of berries. Okay, we are fine. Right, lizard people also eat pickled goods. Now we could start making some pie. I don't need to focus on biscuits purely, however, we don't have Biscuit Diet. So that's kind of one of the reasons I'm focusing on biscuits so much. Because we don't have Biscuit Diet. Okay, we have a lot of coal stockpiled. Yeah, we finished dirty work, so we can turn that in. Yep. Done. I need 2 more beavers, and then we need to work on funding an outpost, I guess. And then I'll just need a little bit of extra reputation. So, hopefully that will happen. Now, lizard men are like moving towards 0 resolve, but they are not quite there yet. So I can just leave it like this, especially since the storm is literally about to end. So just because it says 0 here, that's not a problem yet. It just tells you it will likely be a problem soon. Or not, since the storm ended. So, yeah, context is important, that's what I'm getting at. Alright, reassign people to the woodcutters' camps. Let's shove these trees over here. Alright, I need 2 more beavers. There we go, 2 more beavers. So, amber, plant fiber, let's get the stone for bricks. And some humans. Okay. There we go. And now, okay, I probably can't get reputation from resolve easily here. I can get it from lizard people, probably. The threshold is much lower for this season here. We could switch to pie. Okay, hold on. Pie and pickled goods. And the jerky. I can't make jerky, can I? As in, I have the kiln to make it in, but I can't actually make it. Because, yeah, I don't have the required resources, so I literally cannot make it. Alright. We have 15 bricks, that's enough for now. We can, however, make pie and skewers. I need to rebuild my other building to make skewers, but I can make skewers. I will not be taking advantage of the biscuit bonus if I do that. But yeah, I just wanted the reputation from Resolve. So let's focus on pie right now. And I can rebuild the cookhouse really quick to make skewers. Although, yeah, skewers required stuff I do not have. So I can't really make them in practice. Unless I buy the input resources from a trader. But alright, I think this might be enough. To get some benefit at least. I got 17 water skins. So I can't make them myself, unfortunately. Actually, yes, wait, I can. I do have the clothier. But I can't get leather. I would have to buy the leather. So I can't make them. I would need to buy the leather or get the ranch. And unfortunately, right now, I can't do either of these things. Scavenger's camp. Yeah, it can just go here to work the big stormbird nest. Grain bags. Specialized grain farming techniques. Grain production is increased by 1 for every 25 times it's produced. Yes. Oh, heck yeah, I want that. I definitely want that. So here you can see the progress on the tooltip. And that's quite a lot of bonuses now, as you can see. Okay, we are almost at our last building unlock. And now the lizard people are just happy enough so that I'm getting a little bit of reputation. I'm still working on pie, so this will go up a little bit further. And we can make some more flour here. Come on, make the pies. Go, go, go. Deliver them. Oh, and we need some shelter. Let's build a few more human houses. So right here. To keep humans happy-ish. That'll do. Okay, we are getting 0.21 per minute. So that should happen. It would be nice to get some training gear, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that. I would like to just keep up the ale production, which we kind of are, but I will run out of water skins soon. And I can't quite make barrels. I do have the provisioner for barrels, but I can't really make barrels. That last building to unlock might be pretty important here. Otherwise, I will have to rely on the trader, basically. And technically, I can make 10 barrels, so, I mean, that's better than nothing, right? And then we can use them, but I might have to rely on the trader. Which is why not having trading is a pretty big deal. Anything that disables trading is pretty bad. Alright, 20, that's good. Now they are getting the bonus from the pie and from pickled goods. Very nice. So that's 0.26 per minute. And we still have a while. Here, last blueprint. Lizard house. Okay, lizard house, beaver house, leather worker. So with the leather worker I could technically make water skins, but again, I literally have no way to get leather. We'll get the lizard houses. I'm almost out of fabric, so we want to work on that again here. I'm also a bit low on plant fiber, so I can't get like a tremendous amount of fabric. I can switch my plantation production back on, yeah, because I disabled plant fiber production. We can switch it back on. I think we'll have enough berries going in. We should have enough, because people will not eat berries unless they run out of other stuff. At least they shouldn't. I can always switch it around later again. Maybe just enable it for one of them. It will take a while for the entire cycle to like go through. Right, yeah, packs of crops. I don't think I'll be doing that one, honestly. But we finished the beaver majority, so that gives us +2 pie production and the +3 to beavers resolve. That is nice. Yeah, funding an outpost. I can try. We are almost done, actually. We are very, very close to being done. So now we're making 12 pies. Okay, not getting reputation from resolve anymore here. I don't think I can get the resolve that high anymore. Not really, no. Okay, but we got some. I guess it's good enough. Let's enable biscuits back again. I'll make both just to maintain some balance. Technically pies are more effective, but biscuits give me this bonus. Plus 25% chance to produce double yields when under effect of biscuits. So that's kind of really, really nice. It's insanely good. Yeah, we have a lot of coal here. We can make more. I'm pretty damn close now. I could just open up a bunch of glades, I suppose. So I think we'll just do that. After the storm, not before. And definitely not during. So here's one. We can go this way. Again, after the storm. And also, this one is not super far away. Right here. There's a road leading in that general direction. So I think we'll do both. There's a Dangerous Glade up here. I think I'll stick to... Oh yeah, that's dangerous, not forbidden. That looked like a little bit red for a moment. Okay, we can clear in this direction. I don't think he will clear fast enough though. The storm does not last that long. I'm pretty sure he will not clear fast enough. With that said, I will not be doing 2 glades literally at the same time. I would prefer to not do that. Let's start chopping this, because like I said, the storm does not take that long. And we can build a road here. Here you go. Yeah, that's good enough. And we want to remove some of them, actually. So let's remove these guys. We want level 3. So we can burn some coal. I have a lot of coal stockpile now. Here, that will drop us to level 3. That's fine-ish. It's fine. Okay. Looks good to me. We'll see what this is. But we are pretty close to done now. When is the next shader? Okay, just under 2 minutes. Go on. We have a ton of planks. I don't need that many more planks, but I mean, I have 300 wood, and we can sell planks to the trader. Some of them will buy them for a pretty good rate. So that's one of the reasons I'm making planks, because of the traders. Unfortunately, I can't make tools, so I can't use these. That's one of the things I didn't really unlock during this run, tool production. Woodcutting is way easier. Woodcutter scam production is quicker. Yep, we'll do that. And yeah, the storm is already over. So, one tool, some plant fiber, also some pottery. Actually, pottery is kind of useful for me. Sort of. Right? Is it though? Yeah, wait, brewery. Yeah, we can use pottery to make some more ale. And I'm actually out of watered skins. Okay, let's get the pottery. It's not a tremendous amount, but it's something. And I actually got some clay with that as well. And that way I can use the bakery to make some more pottery. Again, it's not going to be a tremendous amount, but it will be some. It will allow me to make some more ale. Okay, maybe I can push the lizard people a bit higher. Let's build some lizard houses. Definitely want to keep them happier here. So just build a bunch of those. I will need more fabric. Yeah, I don't quite have the materials for fabric anymore. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. I can get a reed somewhere, right? There was some reed around here. Like, yeah, reed field. We can build harvester's camp to get reed. I think there was a better source. Right here, this is the closest to my actual storage. This also kind of blocks the way for buildings. So we'll get reed right here. I'll have to wait a little bit for all of that to kick in, unfortunately. But oh well. Let's just build a normal shelter real quick. We don't want them to be homeless. There. So you go and work right away. Get that reed. There's the trader. So I need to buy something to make lizard people happier here. So pickled goods, basically. Something to make that easier. Does she sell reed? Or plant fiber? No. She doesn't. She sells clay. So I could buy clay. She sells tools. I need more than 10 tools. But I could buy 10. And then I could buy more from other traders later on. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, we'll sell some wood here. I'll have to sell a lot of stuff. I could actually sell artifacts. I mean, these are used for like meta progression, but it's not like I care too much about that. This is all like for tutorial purposes. I can sell resin because I have no way to use it. Here. Okay, so we'll just buy 10 tools from her. I will need more than 10, but hopefully we'll be able to buy more from another trader later on. And I could just buy some fabric directly, to be honest. How about we do that? Yep. We can sell some wood. We can sell some stone. Here, that's good enough. Slightly less wood, slightly more stone. Okay. We'll buy fabric. I'm losing track of like what I was doing with what, but the nice thing about this game, you can just like type fabric in here and see what you're using it for. So crude workstation, wait, no, that's other way around. Ingredient. Yeah, we're using it for clothes. Oh yeah, lizard houses, right, that was it. So let's build a few more lizard houses here. Yeah, I just need space. There, I just want to keep lizards happier here. Not sure if I can push them high enough to get some resolve out of that. Maybe. We do have 20 lizards, and each house is good for just 2 of them. So that's what, 8 lizard houses total? I don't think I can quite get there. Oh, we are still burning stuff. Let's not do that anymore. Move beavers in again. Chop all this. Go on. I don't think I really need fabric anymore. Maybe like this one single round. Finish this one and then deliver it. Maybe remove 1 house here. Okay, just finish 1 house. It's actually bricks now. Okay, then. Yeah, remove that one. I can't quite push them close enough. Oh well, I mean, Resolve will be useful one way or the other during the storm season. We are pretty close to done, but we're not quite there yet. So I do have one more order here to finish, but then I will still need a little bit of extra reputation. So hopefully we'll be able to buy 2 more tools and finish it that way to open one of the caches. Alright, so let's just remove this really quick. I need crops. Let's make crops. I'll just have to use whatever I have to make crops. And then building materials. Building materials will be much easier because that just uses like planks and stuff. I can make planks super efficiently at my lumber mill, so that's basically not a problem whatsoever. So then we just need a little bit of extra reputation, either from Resolve or from the abandoned cache. One or the other, doesn't matter which. Can I actually make tools myself? I can, right? No, I can't. Right, okay, yeah, no, I can't. Okay, fair enough. So I need to buy tools directly. There are no more building unlocks coming. Well, you can technically still unlock some buildings sometimes from the traders themselves, because they do offer blueprints. So you can do that. The blueprints are not super common from traders, but they do have them from time to time. Yeah, we will definitely finish this. I might temporarily run out of stuff. Just enable everything. We are making some vegetables. We can make vegetables. So re-enable that. I can also buy some input resources from the trader. So I don't even have to open this glade here. I will do it after the storm, because that might speed things up. It might let me win a little bit faster if there's something useful in there. New storm almost coming already. So let's just drop to level 4 hostility, like so. Happiness should be fine. Humans were almost high enough. A bit too late now. Oh, okay, -9, really? What? Okay. -8 from hostility. Yeah, -20 from looming darkness. This is pretty nasty. This is actually nasty. I think I have to just unassign the woodcutters entirely. And burn some fuel. I mean, that's what it's for. There, we'll drop to level 3. I can have some beavers working. Okay. Yeah, coal is pretty powerful, which is why having the kiln is so nice. I don't have to worry about having coal. The kiln, combined with the lumber mill, is by far the most efficient way to do this. Like, there's nothing that comes even close. Because I can make... Well, and not lumber mill, just like normal wood. But 10 wood converting into 5 coal is super efficient. And then you can burn coal at the hearth. So this is -80 hostility for a single stack. And I can burn it 3 times. It's super efficient. So that's one of the reasons why I picked up the kiln at the start. It's just that good. For this purpose. Okay, 25 clay. I will actually take that clay, yeah. Okay, we need 10 more packs. Herb and root production is increased for every 75 biscuits produced. Okay. That's nice. So 10 more packs of crops. Harvester's camp no longer has a deposit to work on, okay. So down here, for the reeds. Let's just extend this road here really quick. I don't think I can quite get reputation from Resolve here. And not quite. When is the trader? Actually, yes, I can for humans. If only I could make jerky. But again, I can't. I can't. Maybe if I can buy meat from the trader, then I could. But we do have clothing still, we do have pie, and we got biscuits. How many? And that's ale. Wait, where's the bakery? Here. Okay, almost out of biscuits and out of pie, but we're making more, like I can't make it any faster. I could build a second bakery to make it faster, but I don't think I would be producing berries fast enough. But yeah, here, 34, that's pretty damn good. So now we will be getting 0.37 reputation per minute. And then I just need to finish this. So that's just a matter of time. It will be done. I can probably do it faster if I build one more makeshift post. Here's the Glade. Oh, I know what this is. This can give me some resolve. Oh no, decreases hostility by 50. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Planks. Perfect. Sea Marrow also works. Okay, Sea Marrow. We will get temporary plus 200 hostility while we work this, but it will be finished before the next storm arrives. And we actually have some fields right here. Fertile soil, rather. Let's just chop some forest around it. We definitely want to take advantage of this. Herb node. Okay, that's copper vein. Alright. And a large abandoned cache. I would be long done here if I had a way to produce tools. Securing a way to produce tools is pretty damn important, and I haven't done it here. But again, this was a tutorial game. Yeah, so now all I have to do is finish this one order and we'll win. That's it. I just have to finish this. And that's going to be it. Let's just build one more makeshift post to speed this up. Because we're basically done. This is just a formality to finish it now. So let's just finish it a bit faster. Oh, wait, what? They're low, really? Okay, then. I mean, doesn't really matter that much anymore. Yeah, we're at 7 hostility. We are 9 years in, so now we really have to finish this. This was definitely not the best, like, colony I've ever done. Not even close. It was pretty bad. But I think I covered all of the important mechanics. Right, I still need, like, some roads and stuff. So just this post can focus on finishing the crops. Set it to 30. And this one can work on building materials. I need 25. Okay. There's the trader. So I need some stuff for the crops. I need roads, mushrooms, vegetables or grain. He has meat, but it doesn't matter anymore. We'll buy some mushrooms. He also has tools, so I can buy 2 tools from him, like so. And I can buy some mushrooms, like, I don't know, 30. Sell some stuff down here. But we're more or less done. Sell some sea marrow. Sell some copper. There, that's done. No need to buy anything else, really. So now with 2 tools, I can open one of the caches, like this one, and we'll get 0.75 reputation. That uses 12 tools. There you go. We'll do that. We'll use mushrooms here. We are using them already. So we are literally almost done now. We'll be done momentarily. I would probably buy more stuff from him normally, but there's no need because, again, we are almost done. Impatience is pretty high though, so yeah. With that said, this was a fresh profile, so even though I didn't do a tremendously good job here, a lot of options were unavailable. Trade routes were unavailable, that's a pretty big deal. I couldn't reroll anything. So it was definitely harder due to low profile level, that's for sure. I'm not making any excuses, because yeah, I could have done a much better job. I'm just saying, low profile level did make it harder. We done yet? Come on, I'm impatient. Literally one more crop needed. Chop chop. Produce that shit faster. Done. Go on. Go on. Plus 300 per minute. Yeah, I mean, well, that's what the Blight Post is for. We do have 10, 11 Purging Fire now. There yet? Done. That will finish it. So there we go. Yeah, I completed a bunch of deeds. This is like a fresh profile, so I completed a lot of them. Level 2. So this unlocks a bunch of things. So this is how you keep unlocking new things. We have Rain Collector now, which can produce Spark Dough, like out of nothing. And then you can turn that into Crystallized Dough, which can be used for tools, by the way. We unlocked Paved Road, which is 15% villager speed increase. Herbalist Camp, Meat Specialization Cornerstone, Flame Amulets Cornerstone, Crowded Houses Cornerstone. Now we can go back to the world map, and I'll show you some of the unlocks we could get right now. So first I need to turn in the deeds, like so, for profile level. So here, even more stuff. Guild House, which is used for luxuries. Clan Hall, same thing. Cellar, Wine, Pickled Goat Jerky. Metal Delivery Line Cornerstone. Rebellious Spirit Cornerstone. So you gain Resolve for every 2 Impatience points. Safe Haven. I really like this one. I used this one a lot in the past. It's minus 40 Hostility for every hub upgraded to level Neighborhood or higher. Wouldn't have been useful right now, because I literally can't upgrade to Neighborhood or higher yet, at Profile 1, but I used that a lot in the past. Yeah, we can get level 4 profile easily here. Pipe, that's just like a decoration. There. This unlocks Harpies, so that's the 4th species. They excel at alchemy and they like to work with cloth. Smelter, so copper bars, crystallized dough, and biscuits. It's a pretty nice building actually. Bathhouse, that's for services. Cooperage, barrels, training gear, cosmetics. This would have been a nice building for my run here. Generous gifts, Cornerstone. Okay, more experience. Decoration, experience. We'll get level 5 here. Actually, no. Looks like that's it. Okay, so now I can actually buy some upgrades. So you use food stockpiles, machinery, and artifacts to buy upgrades. I can buy them up to here, up to your unlocked profile level. So up to level 5, assuming I have enough food stockpiles and stuff. So here, for example, this is Cornerstone pod increase, so that is nice. Some new embark bonuses. Permanent chance for bonus production yields. Enables advanced controls for what is being consumed. So this unlocks the consumption control tab. That's pretty important. This unlocks the neighborhood. And this unlocks trade routes. So I could unlock trade routes right away, right here. Trade routes are really useful. And I could upgrade the neighborhood. And I could still upgrade this. I could get +1 embark point. We don't want consumption control ASAP here. So now I have quite a few new options. And now I will reveal a little bit more of the map. No points of interest here. Well, either way, that's going to be it for this really lengthy video. I hope you found it useful. I tried to explain as many mechanics as possible here. I know this was a very long video, but there's quite a lot going on in this game. I will be streaming this game here on YouTube, so you can definitely look forward to that. And like I said at the start, it's being released on the 1st of November on Steam. This is the best damn game of this type that I played in a really long time. However, thanks for watching this video all the way to the end. If you did, I appreciate it. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.